helping you today and preparing you for tomorrow. People call us who are on the verge of retirement, and they know they need a plan for the future. No matter where you are in life, Ernest Financial will help guide your every step towards retirement. Give us a call and let us show you what our individual customer attention can do for your future.
Concerned about your retirement? Call David Ernest toll-free at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE.
Do you have real estate problems? Whether you're facing foreclosure, inherited a property, or have costly repairs, we understand. At Rapid Fire Home Buyers, we're here to help. Any condition, any situation, we'll give you an honest cash offer for your home so you can move forward. Because when real estate problems cause you uncertainty, you deserve a solution you can trust. Any condition, any situation, we're here to help. Give Rapid Fire Home Buyers a call today at 334-675-1000. That's 334-675-1000.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
After damning politicians uphill and down dale for many years as rogues, vagabonds, frauds, and scoundrels, I sometimes suspected, like everyone else, I often expect too much of them.
You are a rude, terrible person.
Fugazi. You know what Fugazi is?
No, Fugazi. It's a fake.
Yeah, Fugazi. It's a Wazi, it's a Wuzi. Fairy dust. It doesn't exist. Never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not real. Right?
That's to America! Except for Joey
Clark.
Welcome into the program here. Another hot day in Montgomery, Alabama. And the Jeffrey Epstein story remains hot. I'm kind of proud of the new internet culture, the new news cycle. I mean, we're full of crap in other ways. But a lot of the media, especially say alternative media, is not letting this go, and that is giving cues to more of your establishment media to continue to push on this issue. Apparently, Axios just came out with a report saying Deputy Director, not Cockeyed Cash, stole that from the Flagrant guys, but the FBI Deputy Director, Dan Bongino, apparently took the day off after clashing with AG Pam Bondi at the White House over the Epstein files. This, again, all according to Axios. Wired also putting out a report that just came out this morning that they analyzed the raw Jeffrey Epstein prison videos metadata, likely modified. Well, if you got a whole missing minute there, and it's not even a video of the cell. It's like, but, you know, when those cameras were shut off, but this would be the way that people get in and out to that area. And look, it's a whole 10 hours except for the missing minute, because that's where the cameras at this max security prison reset. So, you know, you got to have like your main lobby walkway area. Occasionally the cameras have to reset. So make sure nobody's walking through that area at that time. I'm sure there's nothing to this. Trump and team's pushback, especially the video the other day, is continuing to live online. It is a big old mess for the Trump administration. And you know what? They brought it on themselves, because it's one thing if like people really wanted the Epstein files. We really want the Epstein files. And Trump and team had never said a thing on the campaign. Or maybe they said it on the campaign here or there to get somebody riled up, but they didn't say a thing during the transition or as people being put in the administration. No, they kept talking about it. Alina Habba kept talking about it. Bongino, Patel, Bondi, they all kept talking about it. Do you remember the whole binders thing with all the big influencers that, oh, here's the first tranche of all the Epstein stuff? I think the best theory is what Scott Adams threw out there, that this is how government actually works. at a certain level. That there are awful things the government does in the shadows and always has. Think of the CIA before the Church Committee. Heck, think of them after. It's well established that Epstein was the main money guy for Anand Khashoggi doing the Iran-Contra affair. And when you look at how this, say, intelligence, deep state, the shadow government actually operates in clandestine ways and covert ways, sometimes, especially those covert operations, take on a life of their own. Now, what's the difference between, say, clandestine and covert? Clandestine is like you do it stealthy, like Eddie just tried to steal a donut hole without anybody noticing. But I noticed with his old man lens-changing glasses, he can't get anything by me. That wasn't clandestine. But if he had, done a covert operation and had somebody take one and bring it to him, he could deny any association with eating that day-old donut hole. How was that? Was it good?
A little dry.
Yeah, okay. So you see, but I think in the covert world where they can essentially disavow you, it's like the whole the Mission Impossible stuff. Like they can essentially say, no, we have nothing to do with you. Those guys, they look American or they look French or they look British, they look Israeli, but that's not our people. That's not our people at all. When you set up systems like that, you let them run fairly unaccountable for decades, stuff is going to get out of control. And I think something got so out of control with this Epstein character that they don't want to own up to it. In fact, probably brought Patel and these folks into some room like, okay, here's what it is. You really want to tell the American people this right now? I'm in the camp of, yeah, tell us. Let the sky fall. Let it fall right down on top of us. But again, this is not going away. And you got to wonder whose scalp is up for this, because I think this is a lot bigger than its stupid signal gate thing. This is about promises made to not just the regular Trump base. There are a lot of regular Republicans. Of course, Ben Shapiro running cover, like this is at the bottom of the list of priorities for people that voted for Trump. And it's like, okay, thanks, Ben. Thanks for that input. But it's not the traditional Republican base. It is the new online nexus. A lot of the young men in particular that Trump got out there in 2024. And so I've been checking the podcast. I've been checking, say, the brosphere or whatever they want to call it. And we're kind of all in agreement. Like, this stinks to high heaven. This is ugly. Okay, drunk uncle. Okay, grandpa. I know. Oh, did you want Kamala instead? That's not the conversation we're having, you big dope. I love you. No, I don't want Kamala instead. She was a joke. But we're talking about this. You can't cover up every bad thing the people you vote for do by pointing at the other side and saying, oh, they suck so much. Not allowed. You can try it. It's not allowed. Anyway, there's other things to get to besides ranting and raving about Epstein. Trump has already changed the title for Secretary Hegseth from Secretary of Defense to, he's now calling him Secretary of War. It's actually a throwback. I kind of like the original name. It's a little less Orwellian. An interesting insight of the guy Trump almost hired to be the new NASA administrator, then fired him because he claimed he was a big old dim and a friend of Elon Musk. Well, that guy, Jarek Isaacman, is speaking out. Again, I think suggesting the lie going on within some of the decision-making of the Trump administration. You've also got the Supreme Court, allowing the federal government to go and fire a bunch of people, saying this is allowed. So the State Department's writing up, and this is something I very much like, a plan to fire over 1,300 employees as the head of OMB, Russ Vought, is blowing up the Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell, on more of a legal basis. So it should be fascinating to see that play out. And going back to bad news, more weapons to be thrown at Ukraine. Not the drones that were just hitting them from the Russians, but more weapon shipments. But apparently Trump has worked out, in his usual way, a odd compromise middle ground. They've worked out a deal with NATO to supply weapons to Ukraine, where NATO will pay for everything. But I think they're kind of, this is a little bit of a shell game, like a little bit of an accounting trick. I mean, who actually ponies up most of the money? for NATO. We also have an awful update in the Lake and Riley case. And we can also get to, I've been sitting on this particular story for a while, how creatine became so popular with the ladies. Welcome into Friday. We do have the whole crew assembled. Everybody was getting in here on two wheels, though. There's Eddie Bader. How you doing?
All right.
And Craig Munger also here. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing swell, Joseph. Thank you for
No,
asking.
you're not.
I'm not. I'm really not.
He's having
You
some
seem
trouble.
feverish over there.
Like,
It's just been one thing after another.
yeah.
But that's none of your business.
Nothing
My personal medical
but nothing
issues.
too serious or overcomplicated.
Well, I know it got serious this last week. I started having reactions to some medicine.
Mhm.
Ended up doing the whole insomnia thing for about 3 to 4 days on end, which will make anyone feel like they're going crazy. And I'm like halfway there already. So, I sincerely no BS came very close to having myself committed after several days of not sleeping and just reaching the realm of, it's the first time I've ever reached that realm without, shall we say, pharmaceutical assistance. And this was way less fun and way more inducing of neuroticism. So yeah, it's been a weird week, but all stemming from this stupid cut on my arm that we thought that the story itself was the end of it, but now it's just one thing after another.
I'm glad you're doing all right in general. Like, I know the complication. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Not sleeping is awful.
And now it's just all now. I mean,
But-
I've sort of recovered from the insomnia, but I still feel a bit hazy. Right now, it's just the tummy issue. I think it's the antibiotics.
Yep.
Just they don't do good things for
No.
your tummy.
See, but since you told me your story in detail, that it's been one of my most favorite stories to tell other people. Like my brother and his wife. You know, not every single detail, but like it's just such a harrowing tale. And then to have the video evidence too.
Yeah, and I know I told you and Eddie this, but the listeners might need to know. For those who remember my story, Iris, the beautiful young lady that after the car accident stopped and took us the rest of the way to the ER, I was able to find her on Facebook and we had a lovely exchange. She's a lovely lady. She had been wondering about how everything went down, so I gave her, a big virtual hug and kiss, and we had a good exchange. So,
Nice.
Awesome.
so yeah, I mean, there's been some complications, but there's been some silver linings in there too.
Now, Eddie, you look like you're ready to party with that Bush Light fishing shirt.
Oh yeah.
I am ready to party, but unfortunately, I got stuff to do all weekend. So.
Gum, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. I had a good vacation, but
Like it's back to the grindstone.
Yeah.
I've been really jealous of his Jamaica.
I think.
escapades.
Well, I think several people were, and I think somehow I've angered the gods because they're just coming at me. But that's fine.
You're like Odysseus, lost at sea.
I'm lost at sea, I guess, but that's fine. I'm going to regroup here, and we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Well, I admit fully, and I was getting into it yesterday, I've lacked motivation this week. I enjoyed taking time off. I was like, a little cranky. I have to come back and cover the news. But, you settle in. You realize that it's going to be all right. I mean,
do you?
Well,
do you, Joey?
In the long run, yes. But it's also just reminding yourself of things you already know. Like, I haven't talked to y'all at all about the Epstein stuff.
No.
Anybody surprised?
Surprised at how blatant it's
Yes.
been.
Yeah.
Not surprised at the result, but more disappointed than I thought I would be, considering I foresaw something like this.
Right. And I've never considered myself like a fanatic about this whole story. Like the folks that really get into the deep dive, they have entire shows and podcasts about it. No, I just known it's a story been around for years. A really interesting one that does suggest a sort of unaccountable deep state, or at least covert operations that have a web across the globe that have ties into all sorts of top flight people. But to see them, yes, you're right, Craig. You hit the nail on the head. How blatant this is.
Like you always assume that those in power think you're stupid, but you never consider that they think you're that stupid.
Right.
Like, okay, sure, aluminum tubes, nuclear plants, weapons of mass destruction, chemical weapons. These are things that can be believed. You don't have eyes on the other side of the world and looking at all the goings-ons in the Middle East. So it's plausible that you could buy that line of BS. When they're literally saying the opposite of the exact words and statements they were making a few months ago,
right?
Like it's sitting on my desk too, it does not exist. Like, I'm sorry, you cannot expect us to buy that.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, it isn't. It doesn't pass the smell test.
Not at all.
And again, just to underline this point, I'm watching and this is just one group, the Flagrant guys, Andrew Schultz and his folks. They do comedy mostly, but it's a bro hangout show. And they were bro hanging out, had no guests. It was just the 4 regular guys talking about this whole case.
Mm-hmm.
And the same exact sentiment is shared of disappointment. And it will bleed, especially if somebody's not watching this day to day. Like, what is he even, what promise has he kept? Now you got to push back and be like, the border is shut.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is a very big win very quickly.
Something I voted for, but some of the other stuff, not so much.
A lot of this, I'm not seeing it. I mean, how do you feel about this, Eddie?
I don't like it at all. I think it's a slap in the face. It's like Craig said, I'm not that stupid. Don't act like I'm not stupid. But what drives me crazy is I might not be stupid, but I'm somewhat helpless. What can I do?
Right.
Besides go to my buddies and go, we're getting lied to.
Well, and it's almost like if you're going to lie to me, be good at it.
Well,
Exactly.
I would rather them have said we're not going to release anything than to just flat out lie and tell me. And then Trump the next day, that hurt more than anything. Why are we still talking about it? I just.
Well, and that's the last thing you need to say. It's like, why are we still talking about it? It just makes us want to talk about it even more.
And now, especially when you're hearing about the amnesty for certain for illegal aliens working in certain industries, you're like,
yep.
And now more weapons to Ukraine, and we bombed Iran. It's like, this is literally the opposite of what all of those who voted for Trump signed up for. Now, I did not do it, and I gave my reasons on this radio show.
You went with Stone Cold again?
Yeah, I did go with Stone Cold, and honestly, I'm feeling about the same way about that decision as I am about the decision not to get the jab. Like, I'm feeling very comfortable with my decision. But I mean, it is heartbreaking because I had such high hopes for this administration.
Well, but you almost made him lose Alabama.
Yeah, I know I did. I tried. Stone Cold almost swept the South.
Stone Cold, so.
Yeah, Steve Austin.
I've been all right.
Go to the Broken Skull Ranch, pet some cats, drink some beer.
Craig Monger for having my back out there. You were a real one.
So, just to reiterate something I mentioned in passing at the open of the show, FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino took the day off after clashing with AG Bondi at the White House over the Epstein files, according to Axios. The alleged fight erupted after a 10-hour video was released with a missing minute. That's the most hilarious part, too. And her explanation of, that's when they reset the cameras.
Yeah.
Okay, so they do it every day at this time. So if we ever to do anything funny, we have it baked in when you can do it.
My grandfather's like, well, it was only a minute. And I'm like, yeah, but it's a picture of the walkway. Like, you could pass through that frame easily in 5 seconds if you needed to. Wow. But some insiders, quote unquote, believe Bongino quit. However, administration officials say he's still on the job. 2 sources familiar with Bongino's position say he was increasingly displeased with Bondi's handling of the Epstein case because she had publicly overpromised and underdelivered disclosure about an Epstein client list that apparently never existed. Pam said her piece. Dan said his piece. It didn't end on friendly terms, said one person, according to Axios.
Well, I mean, so wait, I'm confused. What was the disagreement over? Because they seem to have been in lockstep. I think I totally missed what you said.
That Bondi was overpromising. Bondi was the one that overpromised.
Oh, in the past?
Yeah.
Well, right. I mean, so did Dan, though. Let's be honest.
Of course he
didn't overpromise from a position of knowledge. He was on the outside being like, hey,
team guy. I'm the team guy. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. He told a story on Timcast. There's cursing in it, so I can't play the clip. But it was essentially like some Secret Service. When he's working for Secret Service, and a certain agent he knew gets called to the William Clinton detail, the WCD. And it was kind of an interesting thing or whatever. And when a agent loses something while on detail, it gets reported to the whole group and whatnot. And so this guy lost his BlackBerry something, and he was not put back on the William Clinton detail because he was also asking too many questions like, where are we going? What are we doing? And then all of a sudden, that particular detail that apparently had gone to a certain island, all the agents, all their BlackBerries just started missing. And you would think, a BlackBerry, a phone could go missing. Even a trained agent can lose their phone. But for all of them?
Well, not only that, if let's say the 3 of us are on a team and your phone goes missing, then Craig's phone goes missing.
Yeah.
Well, suddenly my phone is attached to me.
Well, we'll
Because something could be up here.
We'll
guys.
just get new ones. It must be gnomes.
Yeah.
Sneaking into the room in the middle of the night. Oh. So
they suspended some Secret Service agents too here recently again, haven't they?
They suspended the ones that were associated with the Butler assassination attempt. I
Here
should
lately-
probably, phrase that differently, not to implicate them, but hey,
Yeah, isn't it so funny how Trump never talks about that?
Yeah,
at all.
Never brings it up.
no, he's kind of cool with the way they've done the investigation. He's just quiet about it at the moment.
Even on the campaign, like he did the thing at the Republican National Convention, and then it was sort of like crickets. Nobody really wanted to know who the guy was, why he was there, how someone with no online footprint got radicalized. Like nothing. We know nothing.
Right.
Well, and then it's such whiplash right now because my main source is X. You see the real time like churn of information, and most of it's still focused on Epstein. A little bit has been moved to this raid on a what was a strawberry farm, but it was actually a marijuana farm. And they're like somebody pulled a gun on one of the agents, but Newsom, the governor out there, shares it as though look at the tear gas as these women and children go running, and people are comparing them to the Gestapo and whatnot.
What are the children doing working at the pot farm?
That is a good question. It's a very good question.
Working fast and on less food. It just makes sense.
Exactly. Oh yeah, the economic point I see, but
it builds character. I think this is why American kids have gotten soft.
I just can't believe that's just being glossed over.
Yeah,
they ran the women and kids out of the weed farm. Huh?
So, but this is like that story to me is like traditional news cycle story I've seen for 10, 12 years. Like Republicans do a thing, Democrats pounce.
Yeah.
Or they don't even do a thing. It's an inciting event. Remember when the Border Patrol people were whipping people?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Like it's just these stupid little viral moments, and it ends up being like Democrats say this, Republicans say that. The other side sucks and is corrupt and is bigoted, and you're the Gestapo or you're heartless or you want to destroy America. Back and forth partisan. Then you go to the Jeffrey Epstein thing, and like, where are all the main pundits? Like, really,
everybody's quiet about it.
Where are all the senators talking about this?
Everybody's quiet.
Because all I'm seeing from Tuberville and Britt right now is how many wins are in the big, beautiful bill. I'm like, stop sending these press releases. You're going to make me write an op-ed and get both your asses. Like, stop it. Stop selling these big wins. Yeah, big wins with other people's money. Yeah. Big wins with money we don't have. Good God. Yep. Just so tired of we brought home the bacon. It's like, what about all those concerns about the debt and deficit? Both of y'all have been saying for a while.
We brought home
me
the
nuts.
bacon.
Mm-hmm. And so I trying to get to the main point. I thought the new media, the online culture, it's bigger than just the bro podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They're part of it. That was much more of a deciding factor in this past election than I think a lot of people want to give credit. Everybody kind of knows it. That it wasn't like, oh, Vance and Trump going on Rogan and Theo Vaughn and Tim Dillon, all these other places, flagrant, decided the election, but it created this new way people consume and deconstruct and put together information. Twitter in particular was a massive thing.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond Elon spending the hundreds of millions he did, X playing its role under a new leadership of Musk, I think gave a free lane for the comeback of Trump. So that didn't completely run the show, but it was now dominant, at least was close to on par with the old cable news networks, the old legacy media and the newspapers, yada, yada, yada. As time continues, I think that new media is only going to go stronger, and these other dinosaurs are getting older and decrepit and less people are watching them. And so I would say to Trump and team, I would certainly say to Senator Tuberville and Senator Britt and anybody else out there playing the traditional Republican game, you need to get wise to this because saying Democrats suck will only take you so far. It'll take you a long way, but only so far. And if on certain issues you are deaf to it, whether it's the leashing of Doge and you're not taking the debt seriously, or stuff like, hey, looks like this was an international child smuggling blackmail ring with multiple sort of intelligence people working at it that has implications for all sorts of big names and all y'all are oddly quiet about it. It's this sort of stuff that come 2028, I'm not even saying the midterms, the next presidential election, especially a post-Trump GOP, a post-Trump MAGA, y'all better watch out for this group. This new dynamic helped you the last election. If you're thinking you can bank on it like you bank on Fox News, you're lying to yourself.
Yep.
And it's already starting to turn on you, including the guy who owns Twitter, who didn't, fully turn. He's like, I just don't like these certain things. But it's a fascinating thing to watch unfold. Did y'all do anything for the 4th?
Yeah, spent time with family, but that was in the middle of my trouble, so I was terrible company.
Okay.
We had a little party.
Yeah,
A little party? Just a little one?
Well, it was. The people at the villa.
Did they have fireworks?
No, but we did get to hear the club across the street most of the night with the reggae music.
Oh, so were you in Jamaica for the 4th?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What does that look like, 4th of July overseas?
Like a Tuesday. It's
like a Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was about to say, how patriotic.
It's the second time we've done it. It's kind of strange because you are kind of hyped up about the 4th until you go there and you realize, okay,
nobody cares.
It's just another day. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm sure the resorts, because every time we stay at a resort, they always put a little something on just to remind folks.
No, I need to go. I need to experience Jamaica the way Eddie does. Like my only Jamaica experience is like getting off a cruise ship, Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go travel
You're
to a dangerous looking place. You're harassed. People just holding handfuls of illicit drugs, being like, "Take these."
Yeah, I told Marvin I would love to be with him one day when they go to the cruise ships, because they usually have everybody reservation and everything. But I'd love to look on their face when they go, "Wait, I thought we were with the Jamaican. Who's this white guy picking us up?"
I was always suspicious because it's like when I'm like, it can't be that easy, so I'm not going to buy any of your illicit substances. It cannot be that easy.
Hey,
Unfortunately, apparently it is.
Can you tell the big radio guy story? Is that allowed?
What radio? Oh no.
That's not allowed.
No, I'm good.
Tell me.
We'll tell off air.
It's
hilarious.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's right up there with one of them
funny.
stories where, you try to put yourself over a little bit, and then reality kicks in.
It's kind of like a story of where my one of my uncles, Scott, was going very fast, leaving Auburn through the Wire Road kind of exit, and because it's less traffic there, you can speed on those old back roads. And he gets pulled over, and the guy who pulled him over goes, "Skinecki, you related to Father Bill Skinecki at the Catholic Church here?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm his younger brother." It's like, well, you have a nice day then, sir. So it was kind of like that, but it wasn't a funky last name for Eddie.
No, it's just a more embarrassing stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good time. I invite you guys. I would love to have y'all come to that villa. That's the way. I mean, Jamaica's great, the resorts, it really is. But the villa, dude, you have a full staff. You don't worry about anything. You got this incredible views when you come out the door. The craziest thing is they're developing in that area now, so there's a lot of traffic, and you do hear traffic occasionally, but I could deal with that all day long. Man, that wasn't. And I was like a 10-year-old. I stayed in the water literally the whole time.
Yeah, when I was there, they bussed us to the touristy area, and then we decided to walk back with me and my new wife.
How was that?
For me, it was fine, but I think I realized pretty quickly that I shouldn't have brought my wife along because there's some pretty significant poverty in Jamaica.
Very
out of those areas, like people wearing water bottles for shoes, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
so it was a good experience, and just growing up in a third world country, that's how I did, walking really long ways through poverty.
That's the thing with me. I forget that I've been exposed to that, so it's not as shocking. But when I look back at my wife and her mother, and they're like, they're just frozen. And I'm like, it's normal.
Back in Chilton, we all wore water bottle sandals.
Yeah, I think the only time I experienced something like that is it was a cruise. I was young, I was a teenager, and what's one of the stops they do in Mexico, like Cozumel or something like that? And we walked. And they got mad at us. We walked way past the tourist area to just like some normal grocery store. We had a lot of looks.
Oh yeah,
a lot of like, what the hell are the tourists doing all the way here? And then everybody in the tourist area is like, why the hell did y'all walk all the way over there? And it is night and day.
It really is. And they tell you at the resorts, don't go off the resort and all that kind of stuff. But I'm sure I've been in shady situations in Jamaica and just be ignorant.
Just didn't know it.
Yeah. But everywhere I've ever been, man, never have I felt uncomfortable. But I've literally had Jamaicans that I don't even know come up to me and they'll stand by me because they know the situation I'm in. They're just good people. But I will say this: nothing hates a Jamaican like another Jamaican.
Oh, really?
Man,
A lot of Jamaican on Jamaican hate.
yeah, they invented the crabs in the bucket. They invented that 1,000%. Just an example: the guy that his name is Garfield. He came. We did the wasp and stuff. He worked at the
Yeah, did the flamethrower on the wasp. That was cool.
So,
that was after my own heart.
So he lives in a community about 2 hours away, and even though he's come a long way because his community is very poor, he said if he were to go back there, they would hate on him so much because he thinks he's better than them. And he's like, I don't think that, but that's their, what they would think. He said, I'm going to sell my land and that kind of thing because I'm not welcome back in that community. I go, why? And he said, because you're a Jamaican that's kind of making it. He's like, yeah.
Damn.
I know that's crabs in the bucket, brother.
Well, I was just thinking at this time last week, I was sitting with both of the dogs.
Yeah.
As my brother and his wife were ready for all the couples to come over, including another couple with another little toddler. And I, of course, was not helping that much. I instead was saying I'm on vacation is my excuse. I went to the store and stuff. I helped him out and stuff. But I'm not going to y'all set up.
You're not changing diapers?
You can set up your own kitchen. No. And they said, we're not going to make you do that.
That was nice.
I was like, I appreciate it. Especially she's at that age where it's like 0 to 100.
Yep.
Like I'm happy. Whoa, I'm not happy. And also it's at that age of mom is number one.
Oh yeah.
Dad and even me. She would joke around with me and laugh and play, but when she wanted something, I could not ever provide it.
Oh no, that's mom.
So I'm sitting there as they're getting ready and whatnot, and we're watching Independence Day.
Ooh.
And I hadn't seen it in years.
Yeah.
And it holds up. It's a stupid movie.
Yeah,
of course.
But it holds up. It's such a good 90s movie.
You wouldn't be anywhere without my David. The racial stereotypes in that movie are insane, including Will Smith like punching an alien and saying, he says something really black.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah. I know you ain't shoot me with that green stuff.
Yes,
like,
you're
come on. And then of course the gay guy is like, we get it. You're the gayest guy. Oh my God! I had to call my therapist.
I'm sitting. I need to call my mother. No, that's the same guy who's in Mrs. Doubtfire. I can't. He's in all sorts of movies.
He's the gay guy in every movie made before 1999.
Yeah, that movie holds up. And we got on a 90s kick. Watched Armageddon, or at least my brother fell asleep.
That's a good one. I like that.
Another stupid one, but awesome movie. I still can't get over the scene of the animal crackers with Ben Affleck and Steven Tyler's daughter to the song written by Steven Tyler and Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing. I'm like, this is odd.
Very, isn't it?
Very odd. Oh, and then one thing I haven't mentioned all week, as this is all going on, all these festivities, watching movies, ate some great food. Did you see this Black Sabbath final concert thing they put on?
Oh my gosh, dude, I was in tears.
It was awesome.
I was in tears.
I was
blown away.
I watched probably maybe 10 minutes of it. It was for me. I mean, that dude, I'm watching one of my heroes that introduced me to rock and roll, and knowing that's his last show. And then there's all these rumors that are going around that they're going to Switzerland, him and his wife, and they're going to off themselves there.
Wow.
And I didn't believe any of that until the other day. She literally said, we have arrived in Switzerland. So I was like, is this really going to happen?
Let's hope they don't do that.
Well, even his daughter, Kelly, has mentioned something to the fact. So, yeah.
But I mean, kind of an incredible send off. And to see all that talent on stage, is that Tom Morello and Steven Tyler doing a whole lot of Love by Zeppelin?
Yeah, and Steven Tyler, my Lord, age really, age and heroin abuse apparently have had no effect on the man.
Yeah, he can sing his
like
tail
somebody's
off.
grandma to me.
Well, he's always looked odd.
Yeah.
That's just grandma. Just straight up grandma.
That's all those old rock guys look like ladies, old ladies.
Well, that was one thing watching Ozzy, and I think I even saw somewhere a video afterwards that said he really wanted to stand up and all that, and it was just killing him that he couldn't.
Yeah.
And that's just tough to watch.
But I mean, if you're going to do a send off,
that's the way to do it now. That's the way to do it.
And to bring the whole band, they hadn't performed together for what decade?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then to have all the metal bands, Slayer was there, Pantera, all sorts of folks were there. Pretty incredible stuff.
Yeah, it actually makes me sad. For the past several years, I'm like, just we're one day closer to losing Ozzy. Once he goes, to me, that's essentially losing a head off of the Mount Rushmore. Like it's going to go bye bye.
It really is, man.
Well, we got to hit this break. I've been wasting too much time, stretching time too much. Before we hit the break, though, this part of the program brought to you by Smokehouse Pit Barbecue. Man, I could eat some smokehouse right now.
I thought you were going to bring some. What happened?
When did you say this?
I was dreaming it.
Oh, you were dreaming.
So
are you turning into my wife?
No,
Good
I was
God.
just dreaming that someday Joey will bring smokehouse. Today would be a good day for it.
Yeah.
And turns out, I'm the only one that had the dream. So
okay, all right, eat another donut.
I was gonna try.
But that's the fact that as soon as you walked in, you went for them. It's like I might have actually put something in there, so don't stand up. Don't get excited. But they're at Smokehouse Pit Barbecue. They always have a daily meat and three for lunch.
That's right.
Really spectacular. And of course, on Friday evenings, not only can you stop by, get some amazing barbecue, some ribs. I would get down on some ribs tonight.
No doubt.
Or, of course, pulled pork, brisket, like any sort of barbecue you can imagine. They also have a big old bar and live entertainment on Friday nights, and they're now doing it on Saturday nights as
cool.
well. And, of course, don't forget their amazing down-home Southern breakfast. They open at 6:30. They do that Tuesday through Sunday, and it is a to-die-for experience. Yeah. Like I told you, I tried some cheese grits up in Nash Vegas, and
not so much, huh?
Yeah, they said, "Oh, we're known for them." I'm like, "Oh, well, okay." You haven't tried Smokehouse Pit Barbecue in Millbrook. So,
right.
Folks, get by there today. You can always stop by. Same location. They've always been Main Street there in Millbrook. And be sure to tell them that Joey, Eddie, and Craig, those fellas on the radio, sent you.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
They curl up at our feet. They greet us like heroes. Pets aren't just animals. They're family. But right now, so many in our local shelters are still waiting for someone to call their own. That's why we're teaming up with River Region Humane Societies for our annual Paw It Forward Pet Drive. And we need your help. Starting next week, help us stuff the Sprinter van with food, toys, blankets, and badly needed supplies at any of our 6 sponsor locations. Together, we can give these animals the comfort they need while they wait for the love they deserve.
To find out how you can help, visit newstalk931.com.
Hi there, I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage. For years, I've been asking you to call me at Alabama Home Mortgage because there is a difference in mortgage companies. When you call Alabama Home Mortgage, from the moment we pick up the phone, you will hear the difference. We are passionate about what we do. To us, you're not just another applicant. When you call on us, you are trusting that we have your best interest at heart, and we do. We treat our customers like family, and that's why our customers turn into family, coming back to us time and time again. We know you have many options when it comes to mortgage financing, and we appreciate the opportunity to earn your business. We are excited to hear from you. Give Alabama Home Mortgage a call at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com to complete an application on your time. Our passion is just one difference that sets us apart from the rest. It's not just a slogan. Call Alabama Home Mortgage because, folks, there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586 368, Equal Housing Lender.
The Tears family has been your local Roto-Rooter service since 1964. Drain cleaning, plumbing repair, and those troublesome septic tanks, no problem. Technology has changed a bit in the last 54 years. Video inspections of lines to locate problems is available, as well as scheduling your appointment online. River Region residents have trusted Roto-Rooter for over half a century. You can too. Call today at 272-7130 or visit online at rotorooteralabama.com.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
This is Alice with Independent Glass. We advertise with Blue Water Broadcasting, and we get great results. If you want results like we get, you need to go with Blue Water.
Blue Water Broadcasting is the #1 most listened to radio group in the River Region. Find out how to put this reach to work for your business. Call us to find out how we can help. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. This is Rich Thomas. I think radar will be very active again today. Showers and thunderstorms will be rather numerous, but still random. And that's going to be the case not only today, but tomorrow as well. High today and tomorrow in the low to mid 90s. Triple-digit heat indices again. Lows at night in the low to mid 70s. And then by Sunday and Monday, the number of storms will start to thin out again, closer to seasonal normal. But we have some dangerous heat in our future, perhaps close to heat advisory criteria by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
Your home's first impression starts outside, and Gateway Exterior Cleaning, Lawn, and Landscaping is here to make it unforgettable. From spotless windows and power wash driveways to house washing and roof cleaning as well as landscaping, they do it all. Residential or commercial, they've got you covered. Call Gateway Exterior Cleaning, Lawn, and Landscaping or visit gatewayexteriorcleaning.com for a free estimate. They offer 0% financing, 3 to 24 months for flexible payments, and a 15% discount for first-time customers. Gateway Exterior Cleaning is your gateway to a cleaner, brighter home or business. Call today at 334-467-5480.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
How you conduct yourself in democracy.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. There's Joey Clark, Eddie Bader, and Craig Munger here in the studio with me. And let's go right to the phones. You can always call us at 272-9228, or I think we can also do 1-800-289-9228.
Really?
If you aren't local, 1-800-289-9228. But
That's cool.
Go to Soldier Boy. How you doing?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. And
How
I
you doing,
use that
bud?
term lightly.
What was that last thing?
Soldier Boy?
What? It's smart. Hey, how long have you been married?
Me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
20-something
can you
years,
hear
I
me?
think.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Can you? I'm using a new phone. Can you hear me? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Okay, that's what I make sure, because you guys get more frustrated than a 3-year-old child. Good God. All right. But
It's comments like that.
He knows how to
I'm more like a
reinvest his
9-year-old
money,
anyway.
Gene Simmons. Smart businessman he is.
What you got, buddy?
Well, here's my question is, okay, and this is in general terms, okay? Businesses have to hire people and pay people. They have to pay their insurance. They have to pay for the vehicle that they're operating under and using in their business and everything.
Sure.
But it's gotten to the point where I've called a couple of the people that I've heard advertise on numerous media,
Mm-hmm.
and it's ridiculous. It's almost $200-300 just to get somebody to come out. Now, I make pretty good, decent money, but I just don't understand how the average person out there who's slinging burgers for a living can afford this. And I remember one time the guy told me, he said, "Sir, I got to pay him for insurance." He said, "I got to pay for my employees' time. I got to pay for." I said, "Sir, I understand that." I said, "How can you make a balanced, medium on that? How can you keep costs down?"
It's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a question a lot of small business owners are working on and struggling with right now.
And I feel sorry for them because, when they start to explain to me, that they're paying insurance on the vehicles, they're paying health insurance for their employees, and they're paying this and that and everything. I was like, how do you stay in business? And I think that's why Mr. Trump needs to focus more on small business. Small business is what, 80% of business?
Supposed to be.
What do you think, it's higher or lower?
I think it's higher.
If you're talking in terms of employment, and it adds up pretty quick. There were good numbers, to your point, in the June jobs report that most of the jobs gained were full-time with full benefits and more native-born Americans. So that's a good sign in the good direction. I'm just sitting here a little bit of a skeptic of all these promises from the economic team that it's going to be 3-4% growth, and that way we'll handle the debt issue at the same time. If it happens, that's amazing.
Great, but there's still energy prices got to fall and interest rates got to fall.
But then he's going to. That's exactly right.
I mean, that's what we need now.
How many times has he gone to the Federal Reserve and asked for him to lower it? And how many times has he been done that?
Pretty much on a weekly basis, man. But it's just, you know, it's not going to happen.
I think now that position is how is it selected or reelected or what?
It's appointed by the president,
but he can't fire him. Is that correct?
Correct.
My understanding. Yeah.
There might be a way around that. That's what the head of O&B might be setting up a legal precedent to actually oust him.
So I can hire him, but I can't fire you.
Then why would I ever hire you?
Because it's supposed to be independent from politics. It's supposed to be an apolitical.
Well, then I shouldn't be able to hire you.
No, then you shouldn't. Exactly. You shouldn't be able to hire him because you know there's going to be some conflict. I see for example, let's bring it down to local level. I don't like the idea of the damn mayor hire and fire the police chief and fire chief, okay, at will, okay, and selecting them. I would prefer a majority of the city commissioners. I need some balance. You give one person too much damn power, it's scary.
Well, I guess it depends on the person, but hey, Soldier Boy, I appreciate the call, man.
You're right. It depends on the person, but I'm talking about overall.
Sure.
You got to have balanced power.
Agreed.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
See you, Soldier Boy.
272-9228. Can you call that fella?
Yeah, I can do that.
That one guy about the thing at the place.
Right. First, this part of the program brought to you by River Region Contracting, and their River Region Contracting, Todd Clark and his fantastic team are ready to help you with that roof of yours. Could be you don't know if you have a problem or not, but you haven't looked into it in a while. Well, you should get that roof inspected on a regular basis just to prevent any big problems from festering. And that's when the insurance company is going to fight you on a claim. They can say you're negligent. You hadn't looked into this in a while. So why not use River Region Contracting to do it on an annual basis? Or maybe after a big storm rolls through and you heard some bumps in the middle of the night. And the great news is their River Region Contracting, their inspections are always free, as are their estimates. They do find a problem, they'll write up that estimate for free. It's accurate. Then they show up on time. They'll explain to your heart's desire in full detail exactly what the problem is and how they're going to fix it, and their insurance specialist. So if you are nervous about, making that claim with that insurance company, they got your back and can walk you through that claims process and make it a swift and easy experience. So call up Todd Clark and his team today. That's 356-8635, 356-8635. And be sure to tell them that Joey, that fella on the radio, sent you. I know you got to step out in a second, Craig, but when you come back, I kind of want to do a Craig Monger segment because your reporting this week has been awesome. Even stuff that's I'll put it this way.
Yeah, it's been pretty good, buddy.
I'll put it in terms of traffic. It's not your greatest literary exposition ever, but it's been great.
It's been attracting folks like me.
I've been writing in between bouts of vertigo and the urge to sleep in the middle of the day for no good reason. So I felt like I've really been underperforming. So you guys are really making me feel good about myself.
Pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Well, I like the headline, Sorry FFRF. I like how it just starts with sorry.
They deserve it. They're the worst. They suck.
They really do deserve it. But no, it's basic stuff too, like the Montgomery temporary BLM fountain mural.
Something we all knew, but finally got confirmed.
Yeah, and again, I feel very lied to about it, even though we knew.
Well, the question, and this is what I would have liked the city to have answered. I'm not going to spoil what we're going to get to, but I would have liked if someone could have told me what the artist eventually told me. That they just didn't, because again, you didn't use spray away paint that's been there for 5 years. I was operating under the assumption that it had since been touched up. So that's what I went into this trying to find out. And then the artist volunteered that, oh no, we just, it wouldn't stick. So we just did the exact opposite of what we said.
We agreed to do. Yeah.
Yeah. When I asked the mayor about this after I caused a big stink with my op-ed the other day, he suggested the touching up thing, but okay. So no, They put permanent stuff down.
Well, I mean, it may have been touched up, but the artist said that, as far as she knew, they didn't. So I think it would be bad form if the city actually let someone other than the artist touch up.
I would think
a
so,
mural.
yeah.
So it's a pretty good assumption that it hasn't been.
And also another one of your headlines, and I know how this works. This isn't like something your heart probably is in to a great deal, but Alabama top 5 in national Trump approval numbers.
Still.
It reminds me of, when I criticize him at all, I'm going to hear about it.
Oh yeah, you are. Or for God's sakes, me. How many of the callers like I just have to say one critical thing of the Orange Man.
Well, I'm not going to let you get started on Israel.
Oh please, not today. Today I don't have that fight in me. I don't
Sure.
have any fight in me.
Good.
Sure.
I don't. I literally have nothing in me. If
I got dried up donut holes over here, pure sugar.
If you want to see, if you really want to get rid of me for the rest of the show, go for it.
Let's see who this is on line 2. You're on there. Who's this?
Hey, it's Cameron.
Hey, Cameron, how you doing,
are
man?
you?
I'm doing pretty good, getting to listen to y'all spreading the truth out on the table.
What's on your mind?
Well, I'd like to offer a paradigm that's kind of beat me into the head this past few days. I've really been thinking about it.
All right.
My son is exactly half my age this year, and I listen to him talk and marvel that I held him as an infant.
Oh, yeah.
And yet I can listen to him talk reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he told me he's tired of the government. It's not run right. And he spoke truth and logic, and I'm hoping he's a spokesman for his generation.
How old is he?
He's 31.
Yeah. No, that's right. In my generation.
All right. That's
our generation here.
that feeling.
That's a common
sentiment. I think the internet is setting a different table in front of our government.
Yes.
I believe we're going to find term limitations coming up. I believe the electorate is going to be more knowledgeable on economic terms. And I believe people are going to start fighting for what's theirs. So I think the people that are running government have sort of a short track. Walking the plank, for example.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it's coming.
Yeah, and it might, I don't know if I fully agree that everybody will all of a sudden become enlightened, but it does give people the means to fight and to break out of any sort of narrative they want people to be contained in. And that gives all the hope in the world I need, at least. I appreciate it, Cameron. Got to hit my top of the hour break.
See you, Cameron.
First, as part of the program, brought to you by Invista Advisors. And they're at Invista, Austin Barenko.
He was in here yesterday.
Great team. Yeah, he was here for an hour.
I thought so.
Great guy. Runs the brokerage desk over there at Invista Advisors. And so, of course, they're at Invista. They can help you out with a great, say, investment plan. That's a good part of your
Tell me
doing
this,
well.
from listening to him with you guys, what don't they do, Joey? Let's say
Oh,
I
they do
wanted to
everything.
buy a business. They're good for that. I can talk to them.
Want to sell your small business.
Right.
You want to get life insurance.
Yep. To me, Joey. and
Estate planning, like end of life
I
stuff.
lecture you on the life insurance, Joey.
Yeah. No, they can.
Get the life insurance.
They can do all of this. And in fact, they can create an entire financial plan that hits every single one of those things. Like, I don't just need a broker for my investment stuff.
Right.
I also need that life insurance plan. I need that long-term planning for my business, or maybe you run a little nonprofit or endowment or something like that for scholarships and whatnot. They can help you with all
Certainly.
of these things.
Good idea.
Going forward. So just check them out online. You can always go to InvistaAdvisors.com or just call them direct. That number 387-0094. Again, that's 387-0094. And be sure to tell them that Joey and Eddie, those fellas on the radio, sent you. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. President Trump now in Texas. We'll get a firsthand look at the destruction caused by flooding in central Texas. He and First Lady will be meeting with the victims' families. 120 people died. Officials in southern New Mexico say the number of homes destroyed and damaged by a deadly flash flood will only rise as crews survey more neighborhoods in the mountain village of Ruidoso. They put the tally at least 200. 2 children died. Officials say a Russian drone barrage has targeted the center of Kharkiv, injuring 9 people and damaging a maternity hospital in Ukraine's second largest city. Kharkiv's mayor says that mothers with newborns were being evacuated to a different medical facility. On Wall Street, stocks are mixed. The Dow dropping 281 points. The NASDAQ ahead 10. This is SRN News.
Hey, everybody. Charlie Kirk here. As executive director of Turning Point USA, a national radio host, podcaster, husband, and father of two, my schedule is about as crazy as it can possibly get. 2 years ago, I made the decision to take control of my health, and I chose PhD Weight Loss and Nutrition because I needed a plan that fit my hectic lifestyle. I travel a lot, and my schedule changes every week, so I need something simple. They customized a plan for my body and my schedule, and I quickly lost 30 pounds. Now I have the energy and focus to get through my busy day. PhD will help you too. They won't let you fail. Just give them a call, schedule your weight loss consultation, and see if their program is right for you. Call 855-696-2020. That's 855-696-2020. The first 11 callers who mention the word healthy will get 2 weeks added to their weight loss package. Call 855-696-2020 and mention the word healthy, or visit them at myphdweightloss.com. That is myphdweightloss.com. It worked for me, and it can work for you. myphdweightloss.com.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillip Schimbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillip Schimbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. This is Rich Thomas. I think radar will be very active again today. Showers and thunderstorms will be rather numerous, but still random. And that's going to be the case not only today, but tomorrow as well. High today and tomorrow in the low to mid-90s. Triple-digit heat indices again. Lows at night in the low to mid-70s. And then by Sunday and Monday, the number of storms will start to thin out again, closer to seasonal normal. But we have some dangerous heat in our future, perhaps close to heat advisory criteria by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Hey, this is Jody Pangle with Peaches and Clean. Have you gone with luxury vinyl tile and luxury vinyl planking in your home? Peaches and Clean cleans luxury vinyl tile and planking. Give us a call. We'd love to come look at it and get you an estimate or quote for your cleaning. Check us out at peachesandclean.com.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Montgomery police are investigating a Thursday afternoon shooting that left a juvenile male dead. MPD responded to the Gibbs Village area on Air Base Boulevard around 2:45 where a juvenile had been shot. The boy, whose name and exact age were not released, was pronounced dead at the scene. Suspect and motive unknown. Governor Kay Ivey announced the state will assist Texas in search and rescue missions following the recent devastating flooding. The 40-person team was deployed Thursday and includes Alabama Task Force 1 of Mobile, Tuscaloosa Fire, and Saraland Fire. The Alabama Task Force will be deployed for up to 14 days. Montgomery Public Schools has announced the district's new Chief of Strategic Partnership. MPS appointed Jade Jones to the position effective immediately. As Chief of Strategic Partnerships, Jones will lead the development and management of relationships that support improving MPS academic achievement. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. With PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Experience the local flavor at Epicure and Jack's Tavern.
Their lunch special includes carefully crafted dishes, a drink, and bread for only $9.99 for seniors and $13.99 for others. They prepare every meal from scratch each day using local ingredients. No fast food here, just wholesome, delicious meals made with love. Visit them at Epicure and Jack's Tavern and taste the difference local makes.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
This is the Trump country. We live in the Southeast. We drink sweet tea. We don't drink socialist Kool-Aid.
Joey Clark. Welcome back into the program. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Eddie Vader in the studio. Craig Monker will rejoin us here in just a moment. Got one guy who's been giving me a hard time, but I don't mind it. It seems to be done in good faith. His handle on X is "The Issue is Jesus." I think he's a local fella. Don't know your real name, though, sir. He says Trump's dynamism, I can't even say that word. How dynamic Trump is?
Mm-hmm. It's very dynamic.
Allows for fluidity on process towards best goals. Most folks like black and white solutions and won't be content with Trump's mastery of the narrative. I actually generally agree with that.
Right.
But on this particular one, it's like, this ain't mastery. This is, unless it's some big 4D chess move and like, actually they've got the goods. I think Alex Jones was putting that out the other day.
I saw that one too.
Like, Trump has made a deal. He's made a deal with the deep state. Like, he's got the goods on him. They'll let him actually run his administration. And if they don't, they'll pull the switch on him.
Get ready to pull the switch.
Yeah. I don't know about that. No, I do find like Trump is very good at finding that practical middle ground on so many things. In fact, did you see me all hysterical? I mean, I was tongue in cheek with the whole World War III thing, but like, it's like, no, let it play out. And as soon as you saw the campaign happen, the bombing campaign, then the sort of staged response, it's like, oh, okay, this is going to work out. It's like Soleimani.
That's what I was saying. To me, it reminded me. I wasn't crazy about it either, but it reminded me. Oh yeah, we are a peace through strength nation, and that's how we act. That's how we used to act, and it might take me a little bit to get used to that again. But I don't have no issues with it.
But again, this Epstein thing, it's not gonna.
That's my problem.
Not gonna go away anytime soon.
And I said that the other day, and I'll stand by it. It ain't going away.
Well, and another thing is the whole debt and deficit question, and particularly the leashing of Doge. Well, they're trying to let Doge off the leash for a moment with this big rescission package.
Okay.
It's not that big. It's like 10 billion at the most. Man. But Trump says no endorsement for Republicans who do not back rescissions bill. PBS and NPR must lose federal funding.
I really don't have a problem with that,
says Trump. Yeah, here's what he put out on Truth. He says, it is very important that all Republicans adhere to my rescissions bill and, in particular, defund the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which is worse than CNN and MSDNC put together. Any Republican that votes to allow this monstrosity to continue broadcasting will not have my support or endorsement. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
How many do you think? I'm going to go with 6 will disobey him.
A few will. Well, I know one. She just in a committee, you know, they want to move the FBI headquarters to the Ronald Reagan building.
Yeah, yeah.
Lisa Murkowski just voted saying, no, y'all made that decision too quickly. I want to see the review that went into your decision. And
I really wish they would take her
Old
glacier viewing.
Old bat.
She's a lifer, man. Until she wants to go, she's there.
So you're going to see like a lot of folks make noise about this. They better pass this rescission package.
At the least, because even then, it's a little bit of an insult, Joey.
But I teased this yesterday. This is from 1819 News. Caleb Taylor wrote it up. Alabama Public Television, APT, will lose about $3 million annually if a rescission package is approved by the U.S. Senate next week. This is according to one APT executive. The Senate is expected to consider legislation that claws back previously allocated funding next week. The $9 billion in total cuts targets foreign funding and public broadcasting, among other things. This is like USAID that they found and stuff. The package is supported by President Trump and has already passed the House. The deadline to pass the measure is July 18th. According to APT, the potential $3 million loss represents about 13% of APT's budget.
Okay. You might know this. I might be asking the wrong person. Tell me a program that's on APT.
I don't.
Okay. Well, okay. So I'm asking the right person. I don't either.
I have no.
And I have a hard time accepting I'm paying for things that
Yes.
I could give two craps about one way or the other.
Right. Well, and like, that's the thing. It's like, I'm not against whatever programming y'all want to throw on there. It's like, it could be the craziest thing. I don't want to agree with. I don't want to pay for it. Yeah.
I mean, it's no different than cable or anything else. I don't, sometimes you're stuck with them. The a la carte crap has helped, but it's not everything.
But Wayne Reed, Alabama Public Television Executive Director, what's up, Wayne, said in a recent statement, quote, next week, the Senate is expected to vote on a legislative package that would claw back $1.1 billion in approved public media funding. The measure needs only 50 votes to pass. If the Senate approves this massive cut, the consequences for Alabama Public Television service will be immediate and severe. We will be forced to make difficult decisions.
Or go sell some advertising?
And you could lose some of your favorite programming.
Oh, here's the threats.
Like Masterpiece and Finding Your Roots, as well as trusted PBS Kids content, educational outreach in communities and classrooms, and other vital outreach programs.
Never heard of them.
How much you paying people on salary, sir?
There you go.
Like, you can't find that 13% or like go raise money?
Sell some advertising. Good grief, man. Certainly some of the people that want to support that can by advertising.
It costs just about $1.60 per person each year to keep these vital services available to everyone. Wiping out this funding will have an extremely minimal impact on the federal debt, but it could destroy local public broadcasting stations throughout the country.
Darn it.
Adam Thompson, Alabama State Director for Americans for Prosperity, asked on X, why is a state agency, Alabama Public Television, that receives $18.9 million out of the Alabama Education Trust Fund in fiscal year 2025, sending out emails to Alabamians asking them to lobby for more federal funding for them? You already received state money.
How much was that, Joey?
$18 million.
I could do a lot with that.
So I don't know what Masterpiece is. I don't know what Finding Your Roots is.
Masterpiece. All I can think of is Masterpiece Theater. And all I can think of that is I think I seen a skit one time where they're
Is this what's like Antique Road shows on?
Maybe.
Might be.
But
or like old Nova specials?
No, I remember that.
Yeah.
But honestly, APT when I was a kid, Sesame Street Electric Company. And I think occasionally Mr. Rogers. That's about it.
Well, and I learned with kids programming, I don't know if this is the case with PBS, but like when my niece was wanting to watch stuff, it was all stuff like I watched or I remembered, like Blue's Clues and Little Bear and like,
really?
Yeah. And I'm like, why do y'all do the old ones? And they're like, because the new kid shows are like crack for kids.
They really, Joey?
She is hypnotized.
Yes.
She's barely like not even 2
Coco
years
Melon
old.
and that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Joey. Yeah. Yeah, dude. When I'll be the first to admit, as a grandparent, when the kids are getting a little too rambunctious and I just need everybody to sit down for a minute, yeah, we're going to throw in some Coco Melon, and you're right. It's just, and we can sit, and it goes quiet and peaceful.
Well, they said it's too much.
Well, there's
Like,
so much.
They're so locked into it.
Yeah.
Where like Blue's Clues and stuff is catchy still. It's got the song and dance and the colors and all that. There's something extra about the new kids programming that really locks into
What
them.
kills me is, and I don't understand it, but it works, is they love to watch kids play with toys that they have. They have. It's like, let's go get these toys. No.
Hey, Eddie, you ever watched like a cooking show while eating?
Yeah, and that's somebody reminded me. Don't you watch fishing shows? Oh
Yeah, right, right.
But I'm like, let's go play with those toys. Like, no.
No, it makes more sense if you watch something you would never do. Recently went on a kick of like people that do free climbing or soloing on mountain, like on rock climbing.
Yeah.
Like just watched the documentary of my grandfather, the Nat Geo one on Alex Holnold, where he did El Capitan.
Free?
Yeah, free solo it. 3,000 feet in the air. Yeah, no, watching it, you're like, ugh. But I'm never going to do that.
Well,
I might do like a rock wall, but I'm never going to, like, you know what I mean? Like
the one where the Army recruiter brings out
the daggum. Like, that's something like I know I'll never do. Plus,
no, I get it.
A 200, like, you know,
That's
I
what
don't-
I'm saying.
I don't think that's in the cards.
I would love to think I'm not limber, but and not only that, I've seen those YouTubers and TikTokers. They'll do that stuff where they go on top of these towers. And yeah, dude, I get kind of nauseated watching them. I'm like, and then every once in a while you hear about one that died. And you're like, well, duh, he was on top of that tower.
Well, they also, a lot of the ones that have died, they didn't die like doing a free solo. They died doing something else like crazy, like base jumping off.
Yeah,
the
that's what I mean.
mountain.
They're just
they're
extremely
thrill
crazy
seekers.
stuff. Yeah.
There are a few that are like really, they're just oddly obsessed with this particular thing, and they've managed to stay alive. I look at that and I go, that's a different type of human being right there.
I got a feeling we put you on a 40-foot ladder and you're going to say, you know what? I'm good. I don't need to go no higher than this.
Right. But I guess I'm a victim of the watching things you do, because I watch a lot of people talking to microphones.
Yeah, you're right. I watch a lot of podcasts, but a lot of cooking.
A lot of cooking?
A lot of cooking.
What have you been watching? What they've been cooking lately?
A lot of grilling. Some of that stuff where you're talking about the marrow. What's the stuff you love so much? You're always talking about.
Guga?
Thank you.
Oh, that guy's great. I mean, he makes stuff that's over the top, but
it's so beautiful. I can't. The thing is, I can't imagine me even trying to make it. It's just like out of
some
my
of
comfort
it's pretty
zone.
easy though.
Some of it's out of, because I know if I did make it, it's not going to taste as good as I want it
Well,
to.
I mean, something if you want to spend some money, just like buy some A5 Wagyu. Like, it's really expensive. Don't do much to it. Put like a little bit of salt on it. Sear it real quick. It's going to be amazing.
I would like to try this.
Yeah, like you could do it.
Are you asking me on a date?
No, I'm saying you should do it for you and your wife.
Oh yeah, well,
What you're probably going to find is you get a whole steak of that high quality, like really fatty beef.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to eat all this. It's too
rich.
Too rich.
Really?
And I think the Japanese like thin cut it and put it like on sushi, right? They do it in all sorts of different ways. Not like we Americans, like big old slab of meat. Yeah. So like you can try, but it's a lot of fat in that thing.
If it's too rich, yeah, it'll just kind of ruin it for me. I eat too much like that.
I mean, I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, are we mad that Alabama Public Television might lose some
No.
federal funding? I'm not.
You named how many programs that we knew the name of?
We didn't know any of it.
Right.
I mean, we can go look, like, what's on Alabama Public Television.
Okay, did the show that Jack Campbell used to do, that used to be on there, correct?
Oh, yeah, that show.
Okay, well, that is the only one that I could relate to besides when I was a child. And even then, I would try to find it. Half the time, I couldn't find it.
I'm just going to their schedule real quick. On prime time tonight,
okay,
at 7 p.m., they got Washington Week with the Atlantic.
I'll be washing my hair.
You don't want to see what the libs are talking about? Then at 7:30 p.m., Capital Journal Week in Review. Todd Stacy. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
I like Todd. The Great American Recipe at 8:30.
What are they really making though? I kind of
right. Probably something old.
That's what I'm thinking.
And actually, there's a guy.
Break out a butter churn.
There's a guy on YouTube. I think is Townsend or something, where he lives like in a classical way and makes recipes from like the 1600s, 1700s, like colonial times. And it actually is fascinating. He does it in the old ways and how they would have prepared these things. And like, you don't need public television. Just go to YouTube. It's on there.
And how much is YouTube? How much does YouTube cost you and me if we just want to watch basic programming?
If you don't, it's free. If you
There we
put up
go.
with ads, but I pony up the monthly.
I do too, but it doesn't cost us anything. If we want a basic service, we can get that.
Then at 9:30, it's American Masters. What is American Masters? And then at 11, it's BBC News. Ew.
Yeah, I used to watch the BBC News.
So American Masters, Marcella, or something like that.
Ooh, that's a famous show.
Yeah, through her cookbooks and teaching, a commitment to Italian tradition.
Marcella.
Marcella Hazan left an impact felt in millions of American home kitchens.
Well, darn it, Joey, if you take away APT, I might never get a chance to see Marcella. Unless I go to the YouTube.
How much is APT actually producing this stuff? Like their prime time
buying
lineup?
it.
Yeah.
They're just buying it. Now, honestly, if you wanted local APT programming, that would be probably something I would be interested in. Maybe.
Tonight on PBS Kids, they have Nature Cat, the leaf fairy midge over troubled water.
Again, YouTube's got better stuff than that.
Yeah. I don't know where that comes from. Like, I am entitled to be paid by taxpayers to do this thing.
It's been that way forever.
It's on so many things.
Yeah.
And it's
because
overwrought
it's
now.
been that way.
Yeah.
It's always been that way. Who are you to rock the boat?
We're going to stop that.
Agreed.
Right. I don't want the government censoring anything, but I also don't want the government positively sanctioning a particular
thing.
thing.
Either. That's right.
It kind of like, because when you positively sanction a certain thing over others, then yeah, we got an issue here. It's
plus it kind of honestly turns me off from
it's next door to censorship.
Mm-hmm.
That you're boosting one and not boosting the other.
Letting the other one lie.
Let it lie.
Mm-hmm. Let it lie.
272-9228. That's 334-272-9228. Hey, this entire hour?
Yeah.
Brought to you by Alabama Home Mortgage.
I'm going to tell you something. It was great having Madeline in here.
That was awesome.
I think it was Mark Cumby that sent us the little cartoon, which was great. All of us on there laughing, having a good time. Madeline ended up putting it on her page. She ended up putting, I think, our segment on her page as well.
Yeah, it was great.
It's awesome.
And they're great there at Alabama Home Mortgage.
Yes.
You've worked with them many a time. You've sent clients over there.
I send them on the regular, dude.
And they can help you. Right now, they're doing a lot of refinance deals.
Yep.
So, and I didn't know this. I know about the credit card debt stuff, but people taking out that second mortgage or the home equity loan, as they call it.
Yep.
And adjustable rates.
That's what's going to get them, Joey. The adjustable
biting
rates
with a
man.
vengeance.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you're stuck in a situation like that, or any sort of debt situation, or maybe you want to reinvest in your home or your property, just restructure your finances in general as you enter into retirement, get monthly overhead costs down. They can help you there at Alabama Home Mortgage with a great refinance deal, especially if you're a veteran. Don't forget veterans.
Best in the business, man.
They know what they're doing when it comes to the latest VA home loan benefits. These are benefits you earn through your service. Don't let anybody else, any big bank, anybody else like, oh, I heard I already used it or I don't qualify. No, go call the pros there at Alabama Home Mortgage and they can help you out. And of course, if you're looking to buy a home, they can help you out with that home buying process, walk you from pre-approval all the way to closing day. So call them up today at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or you can always apply online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. There is a difference in mortgage companies like Kim and Madeline. Prove that to you today. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender. Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
Supper days.
Hey, supper days.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, gentlemen, there was two similar. I'd like to talk about two similar cases to the Epstein. When you have information, or even if the other party not sure, but if you've got the information, they think you got the information. You got extreme power, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a case here in Montgomery, and that case had a high-ranking police official, and he was going to be prosecuted because they decided he had too much information about the other side, so they're going to prosecute him on using police funds for inappropriate reasons, like a police party for his subordinates. So they were looking to get rid of him because they knew he had too much information. But then the word got out he had a file on people, high-ranking people, attorneys, people that go to an annual party up the lake for trial lawyers. So he held this file in his hand, and Mayor Farmer ended up terminating him because he wouldn't release the file over to the district attorney's office, but that was his trump card. So he stayed on administratively for about 2 years holding the trump card, and then finally the court said, you've got to rehire him, and the promotional system that went on while he was gone, you've got to promote him to a major. So that's one case. Information is power. That was local. Number two is there was a place in New York back in the 70s, and it was a famous hotel that was built back in the 1900s. Babe Ruth stayed there at one time, but it fell on hard times, and it became run down, abandoned, and nobody wanted to do anything with it. So this guy that was really had a lot of money named Plato decided he was going to do something with it because it had the largest indoor swimming pool in the city of New York at the time. So he wanted to turn it into Plato's Playhouse. And he had a lot of money to do that with. So his concept was, I'm going to turn it into a swingers club, and the only people that can come in here are couples. Now, they don't have to be married, but they've just got to be couples, gay, straight, whatever. He didn't care. And it was very successful. Well, then the city of New York decided, you know what? We need to shut this guy down because he's going on all the national shows and everybody's talking about Plato's Playhouse. So we need to shut him down. Well, they couldn't come up with any criminal activity, but he had photographs of, and he had names of people like Sammy Davis Jr., members of the Rat Pack, other high-ranking officials, people of note, that had come to Plato's Playhouse, and they were allowed to come in as singles, and then they would hook up with somebody and become a couple. So they tried to everywhere in the world get him, and then finally they came up with income tax evasion, and he beat them on that. And then what finally got him was when the AIDS thing came out, they just had to shut it down. But when you've got information, even if it ain't for real, but if they think it's real, that's a whole lot of power.
Yep.
Great call. And you're right.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you, Simpler Days.
Thank you, Simpler Days.
272-9228. If only Alabama Public Television had more Oppo.
Oh, we'll find out. Maybe they do.
Maybe they do. Tonight's news special.
Yes.
Does Donald Trump have AIDS?
Maybe they're going to do a new route now, Joey.
We got to hit this break. But hey, first, this part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services. And they're at Pest Pro Ashley and that amazing team. Well, they can help you with any and all of your pest control needs.
Yeah, I don't know if Ashley would have approved of how we took that wasp nest out in Jamaica.
It was a little violent.
Somebody even put on the comments. I don't think that would be Ashley approved.
It's a slightly Mad Max approach.
Yeah, I would go with them on that because they offer a much more professional service.
Right.
Than a lighter and some hairspray.
And, you know, talking about unexpected cost.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that with Pest Pro Services. Because they now have this regular monthly subscription model.
That's right.
And it's for all the services packaged in one deal, incredibly reasonable. Really, really reasonable. Of course, it starts with basic pest control protection. Then it goes up from there to termite inspection and protection year round. Then you could add mosquito treatment. You could add
good choice.
Tick and flea treatment. Maybe you need to treat for fire ants.
Fire ants, baby.
They can do all that. And it's great local folks. So you know you're spending your money with a great local company that's looking out for the community and providing that great service that really works on top of it. So get in touch with Pest Pro Services. They're at 265-9990. That's 265-9990. When you want to know, call a pro, Pest Pro Services. And before I move on here, apparently there is a mail carrier there in Wetumpka.
Yeah.
Just want to give her a shout out that she stopped by Pest Pro.
Okay.
And told all of them to have a nice day. And that this mail carrier, I don't have your name, ma'am, listens to 93.1 FM.
Nice.
Well, anonymous mail carrier woman. Thank you. Thank you for being so awesome to our sponsor, to great local folks like Ashley and the team there. And thank you for listening to us.
I'm proud that you answered a message from a woman. Oh, did I say that aloud? You know, Joey, I love Pest Pro Services.
Thank you, Eddie. You surprised about anything?
Not no more.
We'll be right back.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. Recently, I met with 3 different owners of homes who had the same problem. They wanted to sell their house quick and sell it as is for cash. All 3 people were approached by different investors that said they had cash for their home, signed contracts, only to find out they were not personally going to buy their homes, but to find a buyer willing to pay more than they offered and pocket the difference. It's called wholesaling. Offer a contract to buy a house at a certain price, up to price to other buyers, and pocket the difference. I urge you, don't fall for it. You want to sell your home quick, use a licensed professional realtor, as I have been for 48 years, keeping promises to get homes sold quick. For all the details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group at 221-2883 or 551-0225. Call Bo Goodson at 221-2883.
Wet feet, melting popsicles, puppy prints. Summer is hard on floors, but Pergo Vinyl by Mohawk is kid-proof, pet-proof, and life-proof. And right now during the Pergo event at Prattville Carpet, you can get luxury vinyl, worry-free floors, plus up to $1,000 in rebates on qualifying Pergo products. So gorgeous new floors up to $1,000 back. And did I mention 12 months no interest? Get the details and shop Mohawk's Pergo event now through August 11th at PrattvilleCarpet.com.
Prattville Carpet, we're more than just carpet.
Hey, it's Matt, your leaf filter trusted pro. Gutters are an often neglected part of the home. They're also one of the most important. Clogged, overflowing gutters can cause serious problems like foundation damage or basement flooding, which can cost thousands of dollars to fix. Let's face it, cleaning gutters yourself is not only a hassle, it can be dangerous. But when you get Leaf Filter, you'll never have to worry about cleaning clogged gutters again. Get started today by visiting leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free inspection. If you decide to move forward, we'll professionally clean, realign, and seal your gutters before installing our patented stainless steel micro mesh system. Leaf Filter keeps out everything but the water. And it's backed by a lifetime transferable no clogs warranty. So you're protected for good. We're in your neighborhood and ready to help. Visit Leaf Filter today for a free inspection and estimate, and you could save up to 30%. Visit leaffilter.com/radio. That's leaffilter.com/radio.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
I'm Jim Smith with Adams Drugs, and what our customers say about our business is the most important advertising tool. I'm here with Ronnie Taunton, who is a longtime customer of Adams Drugs, moved away for 3 years, and came back to town recently. Ronnie, how easy was it to move your business back to Adams Drugs?
Jim, it was very easy. All we did was make a phone call to the store in Prattville. That's where we live now, and they took it from there, and I didn't do anything else.
What has your overall experience been like here at Adams Drugs?
Well, we are glad to be back with Adams. We've had quite an experience in some towns we lived in, and they have great service. You can tell that the employees are glad to be there to serve you, and I couldn't ask for any more. Whatever formula the Vinson family has, they need to keep it in a safe place because it's certainly working.
Come into any of our 12 Adams Drugs locations. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net to find the location nearest you. Adams Drugs is your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. This is Rich Thomas. I think radar will be very active again today. Showers and thunderstorms will be rather numerous, but still random. And that's going to be the case not only today, but tomorrow as well. High today and tomorrow in the low to mid 90s. Triple-digit heat indices again. Lows at night in the low to mid 70s. And then by Sunday and Monday, the number of storms will start to thin out again, closer to seasonal normal. But we have some dangerous heat in our future, perhaps close to heat advisory criteria by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Craig Monger rejoins us here in the studio, and we just went over what you missed, Craig, was the Alabama Public Television folks.
Yes.
They're very upset that they might lose some of their funding, like 13% of their budget. And so we went through the primetime lineup, and I wasn't impressed.
Come on, hit me up. Let's see what we got.
I mean, it was
you know any of
like
these.
Masters, and then that was about some famous Italian chef. And then Capital Journal, which is like
Masters.
Yeah, it's called American Masters, and it's I guess
Golf?
on people history on people who are masterful at stuff.
I guess.
And then like the one local thing I noticed was Capital Journal with Todd Stacey, and I'm like, okay.
That's
But then the one
show we
before the
remember.
lead into him is like the Atlantic's Roundtable, and then BBC News at night, and I'm like, y'all aren't even really, other than Todd's show, y'all aren't even paying for the programming.
The BBC.
You're not even paying for the production. I mean, you maybe pay for the licensing or something.
Yeah, and even then, you're paying for a edited news thing.
Yeah.
That mutes out whenever KIV burps in her mouth.
I remember that interview. Oh, shoot.
You kind of couldn't blame them, but it's like, come
no,
on.
leave it in.
Yeah,
leave
leave
it,
it in.
baby. Leave it in. We're going to let it all hang out. So one story that you wrote up this week that I do want to get to is, sorry, FFRF. IRS says churches can give political endorsements from the pulpit. Were they not always allowed to?
I thought so. It was one of those things where they kind of were doing it, but they're not technically allowed.
Okay. So like the Freedom from Religion Foundation?
Yes, they like to pick on Alabama. So that's kind of why I sent it back at them.
Yeah, the IRS is now saying, let me look at this. The statement from the IRS was included in a court filing related to a lawsuit against the agency by the National Religious Broadcasters, two Texas churches, and nonprofit prayer group Intercessors for America. The lawsuit challenged the so-called Johnson Amendment, a 1954 tax provision that restricts tax-exempt organizations such as churches from participating in political campaigns by endorsing or opposing candidates.
Yeah, so in short form, essentially, like if you're a pastor and as a church, you can't go out there and like, you can't put up signs, you
Sure.
can't, if you have like a digital board, you can't put up someone's campaign information. But what they said was the IRS sort of conceded in the court filing that if you're talking to your congregation, it's more akin to like a family discussion. So if Joey Clark owns a nonprofit, Joey Clark sitting around the TV can be like, that Stephen Reed, he sucks, or that Stephen Reed, he's great. You should vote for Stephen Reed, or you should not vote for Stephen Reed. And you're not violating your 501c3.
Right.
Because
right.
it's a private family conversation. So that they essentially said they didn't change the rules, but they said their interpretation of the Johnson Amendment would in the future, if someone's talking to their congregation, they would make it more akin to that.
But in particular, like black politics, like the black church has long played a huge part in this.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, you'll always see when Democrats do the campaigning type thing, they're always going to these historic black churches and getting up there and ranting and raving. So it's something that everyone's always done. And I always take those clips and retweet them when I can, because I'm like, is this Christian nationalism? I thought we were supposed to be scared about that. But whenever it's some progressive black preacher standing where MLK Jr. stood, it's okay then.
But the Freedom from Religion Foundation was quick on this, saying, we are sharply condemning the IRS's stunning decision to openly abandon enforcement of the Johnson Amendment when it comes to churches, which could effectively turn them into unregulated political action committees subsidized by taxpayers.
Anything that pisses off the FFRF is just candy to me.
Yeah, and they're not like reasonable folks on this stuff at all. I can think one of the last ones that it really jumped the shark for me. It was the band in Holtville was going to play Amazing Grace at halftime.
Yep. Yeah,
and they made a big stink about that.
Actually,
and I'm like,
let me see something. Oh, continue. I just want to see all of the complaints.
Yeah,
that the
please look
FFRF
that
has
up.
sent us.
Because that's kind of what I remember too. And I thought, what's the problem?
Yeah, so like free expression of a thing, especially a classic song, and like how much music in particular that a band might play has its roots in things that might have some religious message, in particular Christian religious message.
Well, a lot of people are in those type of groups are all about freedom of speech as long as it's not about God.
Sure. And that's what you can long in our traditions, there's prayer is held before public.
I remember, and I guess I haven't been to
meetings and
sporting
events.
events since high school in a while, but I remember when that was the normal, but I also remember when the fight came up about it. So let's not doing that anymore. And I never understood that argument.
Well, and I think there were religious services, church services held at the original Capitol in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
During the founding generation.
Well, it's also like, what was it? Of the 13 colonies, I think 12, you had to be a baptized member of a Presbyterian, for the most part, church in order to even hold office. You couldn't hold office in the church simultaneously, but you had to be a member in good standing.
Right. And
in God we trust is on our stupid money.
Right.
I mean, make of that what you will, but it's a part of who we are.
Well, and you bring in the 14th Amendment and you incorporate it so the Bill of Rights and these sorts of things are now at the state level. So you can't have that litmus test at the state level. At least that's the argument. But I still worry about, in the name of you can't have an establishment of religion, then you need to shut your mouth in any public venue, especially if there's a school or a church involved, these sorts of things. I just find that.
Yeah. Here, I'll read you just a few. Let me see.
Okay.
That have specifically come to Alabama from the FFRF.
Okay.
Freedom from Religion Foundation outraged at Christian event on Auburn's campus, which is one that I went to, and it was I can't remember what's the name.
That's just like a normal day in Auburn,
right?
Pretty much. I mean, there's pride flags everywhere, but there's plenty of Jesus too. There's an event with Hugh Freeze, Bruce Pearl, and Thompson. I don't know, some other coach.
Yeah.
They came together for a quote big night of worship at Neville Arena, and FFRF was like, "Nah, homie, not here."
It's voluntary, so I never understood. Yeah, I never understood that either.
Well, and the state rep. My apologies. Reed Ingram proposed the constitutional amendment requiring for a referendum. That would mandate the Pledge of Allegiance at the beginning of the day in public schools. Now, that one I kind of I understand, but they sent a letter to Elmore County school system because a faith-based recovery program director was going to speak. Just speak.
So?
Oh, and here's another one. Birmingham PD roll call prayer under fire by Freedom from Religion Foundation.
Wait.
Cops praying is now apparently
before they go out on duty.
Jeez. In Birmingham, of all places.
Right.
And Ivy loves taking shots at the FFRF. It's one of the things that she does best. So when they sent a letter for that Unite Auburn event that I just talked about. And of course, the governor is I'm an alumnus of Auburn University. She sent out to say, as governor of Alabama, I take seriously my responsibility to faithfully execute the law. Blah blah blah. Even according to your own account, these events all involved adults interacting with other adults, and no one faced any threats of adverse consequences. Yes, the last thing I want is for Alabama college and university officials to be taking legal advice from an organization that does not recognize these points and whose self-avowed purpose is to promote a strict view of so-called separation of church and state. I hope you will someday come to know what makes the state of Alabama such a special place for so many of us. In the meantime, please understand that our state motto is, we dare defend our rights. I can assure you that we will not be intimidated by out-of-state interest groups dedicated to destroying our nation's religious heritage. Good for you.
The governor has spoken.
That was just mean. I was giving her props, Joseph.
No, I mean, that's part of it. Like, in the written word, you can kind of get away with those sound effects. Or not have to disclose it. We know there was a burp sneaking around in there when that was being written down.
It's always so embarrassing.
I think it's endearing. That's the stuff that I kind of chuckle at. It's, that guy's now a senator who was the governor of West Virginia with his stupid bulldog.
That doesn't surprise me.
And he brought his bulldog up on stage at the RNC when he's still governor. And he's like, I'll tell these liberals what, y'all can kiss his, and holds his bulldog up backward, just showing his butt to the whole crowd. And I'm like, yes, it's cringe and embarrassing to a certain extent. I'm also like, it's fantastic. It's so honest. And like what they are in West Virginia, and I think KIV burping here in Alabama is as honest as it comes.
Well, I mean, if you put it that way. But I mean, my favorite public servant was the former mayor of Boston. Have you ever heard of this man?
Mm-mm.
Menino, I think his name was. Mayor Menino. I remember it was Menino, but I can't remember his first name. The guy was essentially an R word. Like, he could not read, he could not speak. Like Biden, if he was actually R-worded and not dementiated.
Sure.
Yeah, Thomas Menino. For the love of God, look him up when you get home. He's just a fountain of hilarious little clips of him trying to talk. He makes Bush look like Shakespeare. It's that bad. It's that bad.
That is bad.
And he has that large pie talking down by the harbor.
Wow.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Wow. Yeah. Boston's a great little city, but man, I wouldn't want to live there, especially because of the politics I was hearing about while I was up there. I'm like, oh no. Yeah.
Is that when you were drunk Facebook living Katie Britt's
No, that was
thing?
before.
Oh, it was before.
That was before. That was when we were just ramping up the drink and walking around the financial district, talking about some of the mayor's plans there for all the vacant buildings. Like, yeah, that's really going to work.
Oh, and then there was Craig Ford. Was that his name in Canada?
Yeah. And his brother's still up there rocking it, but yeah.
That man is my hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Charlie Sheen, I think we're going to get together and party.
Oh, wait, no, Craig Ford's the mayor of Gadsden. It was something Ford.
Rob Ford?
Rob Ford. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think it's Rob Ford. You got to love the lower level folks that just get away with all manner of sins.
Oh, he's dead. No.
Oh, yeah, he died, man. Yeah. Hard living.
Well, I mean, you're 400 pounds and smoking crack cocaine. I don't know why I'm surprised.
It shouldn't be. I mean,
now, and real quick before I forget, I was bringing up with Eddie. I noticed when my niece was wanting to watch cartoons, they always put on stuff from the 90s, like Little Bear and like Blue's Clues and stuff. And I asked, I looked at my brother, I'm like, this is cool because I kind of remember this stuff, but why? They said the new stuff is like crack for children.
It's so bad.
Really
It's so funny you mentioned that. We can tell, my wife and I, a direct correlation of their behavior based on the era of cartoon that they watch.
Yeah.
If they watch new stuff, chaos. Like they talk back, they're mean, they're ugly to one another. If they're watching stuff like Little Bear, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, they're angels. It's bizarre, dude. I don't know what it is.
Oh no, I sat there and she had her bottle and we watched this Little Bear episode where Little Bear's like there's a mermaid and everybody else is asleep. And I'm like, this is the most sweet little show. And so I guess the other stuff is just the chaotic, like the colors, the sounds,
colors. Big time colors.
Well, because they already have that stuff for us adults that hooks you in.
Yep.
And I can't imagine, especially if it's not on the TV, it's like in your hand on the tablet, like what you're doing to forming a kid. They mirror back so much so quickly.
I like Little Bear, except for the gay moose.
There's a gay moose. I didn't get to that episode.
Mooses are gay.
I need to call my mother. The space aliens are coming. I'm a moose. Anyway, we'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Woodward, account executive with Blue Water Broadcasting. Why should you advertise with us? Did you know that more Americans listen to radio than use Facebook each week? Did you know that 77% of listeners would try a brand or product endorsed by their favorite radio personality? Contact me, Cheryl Woodward, by going to BlueWaterBroadcasting.com to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
There's nothing that will heat up the summer more than a hot deal from Pizza Perfect. The perfect family fill-up in July is a free order of boneless wings with the purchase of any large pizza. Pizza Perfect is known for their all-you-can-eat buffet that includes pizza as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $13. The buffet is available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Get a free order of boneless wings with the purchase of any large pizza from Pizza Perfect in Eastbrook.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368. An equal housing lender.
The premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Let's go right to the phones and talk to Michael Cohen from Cohen's Electronics and Appliances. Hey, Michael, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Better than I was earlier in the week. I was a little moody earlier this week.
Yeah?
Yeah, just was.
Happens.
No reason to be moody now.
I know.
Your baby boy's back home.
You're surrounded by your bros here, man.
Referring to him as my baby boy is... I don't know how to react to that, Michael.
What? I thought we were pros.
As he's wearing those old man changing lenses
these
glasses.
Glasses got to go.
You know, they're sunglasses in the sun. They're regular spectacles in the normal light of the
I'm not
of the
liking
house.
them at all. At all.
Is that because he couldn't remember to change them? He just had to get one that went both ways.
No, I got suckered into it. The guy saw me wearing my sunglasses. He's like, dude, you don't have to wear sunglasses. We can get you glasses that, you know. Yeah. And $300-$500 later, here I am going, I got old man glasses.
Because they're prescriptions, so you can't just throw on the sunglasses.
No, but I should have got the flip down. I mean, if I'm the old man, do the flip down.
That'd be so much cooler. Anyway, what's the score there today, Colin?
28-0.
Oh, nice.
Michael Jackson, we went out and we did an install for a guy with a 75-inch outdoor television. And they had bought a 98-inch television from Best Buy. Best Buy did the install. and sometimes you have to use spacers on these TVs, and spacers are typically a little plastic washer that's maybe a half an inch thick. This particular TV had 3 spacers on each screw that bolted from the bracket to the television. So needless to say, the TV was hanging down lower than it was supposed to be because the screws were either in there crooked or they were about to break. Michael took some pictures and showed the customer, and the customer asked if we could fix those, and we're like, we only do what we sell, and definitely don't want to be involved in something that was installed improperly.
Right.
No telling what it did to damage the television. So, but anyway, that's what you get when you have Michael Jacks. Is you get everything done the right way, the way that you want it done. Sometimes he's had customers say, "Look, we don't really care. Just save us a few dollars. We don't want the wires hidden." And he kind of coerces them into getting it hidden. And then everybody's happy because it's done the right way, and you're going to be happy with it next week, next month, 6 months from now when you look at it, instead of saying, "I wish I didn't save that $50 and I got the wires hidden."
Okay.
So,
Well, and I've seen him in action myself. He really is fantastic. Gets the job done quick, and he will stay until you are fully satisfied that everything's set up correctly. He'll even help you sign into all your apps.
That's cool.
Which I didn't need, but I get that for certain clientele.
well, most of my customers we go to, they don't know the password to their Wi-Fi. They don't know the password to the 3 or 4 or 5 apps that they have. And, he helps meander through everything so that they can get it. And he tries to get it to where they can just get a code on the phone, which makes everything easier. But he does have tremendous amounts of patience.
Well, folks, if you want this sort of service and amazing products there at Cohen's, just check them out today. You can always shop from home at thinkcohens.com, but I really encourage you to stop by the Boulevard, 2515 Eastern Boulevard here in Montgomery, open 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 on Saturdays. And be sure to find Michael or one of the great team members and say, "Hey, I heard you on that radio show with Joey and Joey's baby boy." Eddie was there that day.
Baby boy may be wanting an allowance.
Yeah, there you go. I got to get back to Jamaica somehow.
All right. Y'all come see us and have a great weekend.
Appreciate it, Michael.
See you, Michael.
Did you ever find out which cartoon you misspoke? It wasn't Little Bear with the gay moose, Craig. It was.
It is. My wife is not responding to me, which I will give her a sound thrashing for later. Purely emotional. I don't physically abuse her. I emotionally abuse her.
Scars run deeper.
No. She's going to her sister's bachelorette party today. So
Oh,
she is forgiven for not responding to me. But yeah, as soon as I know, trust me, you'll be the first.
Little Bear.
But wait,
Does the
we
moose
don't want
wear
to
a
besmirch Little Bear.
Does he wear a red scarf?
I see. I'm questioning my own sanity at this point.
I might be.
If you're out there listening and you know of a children's cartoon with a gay moose that wears a red scarf, potentially call us 272-9228. Final hour coming up.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. President Trump and the First Lady are now in Central Texas. They're going to be assessing catastrophic flooding that has killed at least 120 people. Communities in rural Vermont face damaged homes and washed out roads. That's after heavy rainfall caused flash flooding. Up to 5 inches of rain fell in just a few hours on Thursday, swelling waterways and isolating nearly 20 homes in Sutton. Meanwhile, Weymouth, Massachusetts, also experiencing flash flooding on Thursday, over 7 inches of rain disrupting businesses and commuters. President Trump says the United States is selling weapons to its NATO allies in Europe so they can provide them to Ukraine as it struggles to fend off a recent escalation in Russia's drone and missile attacks. On Wall Street, the Dow dropping 304 points. The NASDAQ composite is down 1. This is SRN News.
Hi, Mike Gallagher here. As the summer heats up, so do the bills. If you're like a lot of folks, you're not selling your home anytime soon, but that equity you've built, just sitting there. That's why I trust Mike and Brian at Fellowship Home Loans. Love this place. It's in their name, their DNA. They're the team I've used personally, and they treat every client like family. Fellowship Home Loans. They know how to help you tap into your home's value wisely, whether that's a HELOC or a cash-out refi. Fellowship is a direct lender and operates with your best interest in mind. Maybe it's time to finally knock out that renovation, pay off some debt, or just add a little cushion to your retirement account. With rates still reasonable and inflation squeezing all of us, your home might be the smartest financial tool you've got right now. So if you're staying put this summer, make your home work for you. Visit my friends at Fellowship Home Loans, fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, or call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-6453. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 8193.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. This is Rich Thomas. I think radar will be very active again today. Showers and thunderstorms will be rather numerous, but still random. And that's going to be the case not only today, but tomorrow as well. High today and tomorrow in the low to mid-90s. Triple-digit heat indices again. Lows at night in the low to mid-70s. And then by Sunday and Monday, the number of storms will start to thin out again, closer to seasonal normal. But we have some dangerous heat in our future, perhaps close to heat advisory criteria by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
You can make your ASE loan payment from your phone anytime, anywhere. It's quick and easy. YourASECreditUnion.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender.
ASE Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASE.
1819 News.
The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has appointed Congressman Dale Strong of Huntsville to serve as Commissioner of the Congressional Executive Commission on China. Congressman Strong says he is proud to take on this role, calling the Chinese Communist Party relentless in their efforts to undermine America through a variety of tactics, such as open confrontation, exploiting American law, infiltrating institutions, and weakening the U.S. economy and security. Strong says the goal of the commission is to shine a light on these abuses and to hold the Chinese government accountable. Congress created the Congressional Executive Commission on China back in 2000. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Some of the greatest blessings is just having the people that care about you, to have someone that's just going to love you and make you feel important. They encourage you to be in church. They encourage you to be in prayer. They encourage you to be in your Bible. Now it's a part of my day every day. My house parents planted seeds in me that you can see where those seeds have sprouted in my life and helped change my life.
Big Oak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
A Jefferson County man was arrested this week for the 2024 death of a woman who was a passenger in a vehicle that was struck by a train in Bessemer. LaDonald Phillips Jr. is now facing manslaughter charges in the death of 21-year-old Claudia Mae Dreffs of Hayden. Phillips was the driver in that vehicle that was hit by the train. A Baldwin County man is facing manslaughter charges for the overdose death of a woman in Gulf Shores. The 43-year-old female was found to have fentanyl in her system after she was found dead this past July 1st. 38-year-old Zachary Winter was determined to be the person who provided that drug to the victim on the day of her death. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Sell your house the easy way. Call Rapid Fire Home Buyers today.
Do you have real estate problems? Whether you're facing foreclosure, inherited a property, or have costly repairs, we understand. At Rapid Fire Home Buyers, we're here to help. Any condition, any situation, we'll give you an honest cash offer for your home so you can move forward. We've dealt with more real estate problems than anyone else in the River region. If you're dealing with foreclosure, major repairs, or having trouble selling your home, we will buy your house today. We've worked with hundreds of homeowners in the River region. It's easy to get started. Just call 334-675-1000 to claim your cash offer today. That's 334-675-1000. Because when real estate problems cause uncertainty, you deserve a solution you can trust. Any condition, any situation, we're here to help. Call 334-675-1000 to claim your cash offer for your house.
Sell your house the easy way. Call Rapid Fire Home Buyers today.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Final hour of the program here on a Friday. We were just looking at images of the raid/protest out there at that cannabis cultivation place or that marijuana farm,
right?
However you want to put it. And yeah, we're just saying off air, they really do want the shoot me, bro. So and that's hardcore. That's not like, oh, we're holding picket signs. Those are big rocks they're throwing at folks.
Wow. Yeah, but you don't bring rocks to a gunfight.
That's true.
And that's what they're fixing to find out.
Yeah, but it seems like the strategy is get shot, and then we'll be just like the freedom marchers here in the civil rights.
This guy here kills me because he put his bike in front of the van. Then when the van ran over the bike, he got mad at the van.
Is that 1819 News CEO Brian Dawson?
No, I don't see any gringo there.
I recognize that van anyway.
I had that moment when I'm driving home yesterday. Is that 1819 News is Brian Dawson? No, it's just a guy with a beard.
It's either a special needs school or if you see him, because I'll see the van, I'm like, oh, is that Brian? And it's always a special needs school. Always.
Man.
It's the only other person driving a 15 passenger.
Man, these are crazy images.
Did you see the size of that rock? My God.
And okay, so what happens next time when instead of letting them get the kind of ambush them, they come with guns and everything up front, and then the people are like, well, we're just throwing rocks. Why are they shooting at us?
They're putting a lot of stock into assuming that those windows are bulletproof because a rock that size could
that one went right through the side window. I seen the driver's sides, they were popping.
And they're saying it was forced labor of children uncovered there.
That's so stupid, dude.
Any labor of children is forced labor.
I disagree. I make mine clean up their toys all the time, and they do it happily.
Okay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but true labor of children, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like go out, work the fields. Yeah. Like that's some old school stuff right there.
Go clean the weed off the plants.
Yeah, go.
I think that's kind of forced labor there.
Go roll me a fatty.
Right.
We're going to get you really good at this. And they're just, I guess the Trump administration's deciding to pick the fight mostly in California because, let's be blunt and honest, you could do this here probably in our own backyard.
Yeah. I know.
You could raid certain institutions and you would find probably a lot of minors.
Yeah.
You would find a lot of illegal folks.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks like they really are focusing on, say, the blue states to pick the fight. For whatever reason.
Yeah, you're right.
Though California, I'm sure, is like there's a lot going on there compared to here. Man, those are just crazy scenes. And honestly, I don't know if this is going to work out. This whole I'm not touching you strategy. Don't tase me, bro. Don't shoot me, bro.
When you're throwing rocks at me?
Yeah. Like, I don't think they're going to get much sympathy in that regard.
Oh, it's going to turn.
It is. You're right.
The reason they're doing it in these blue states is because when it does turn, they want so little sympathy for them in the general population. But yeah, I'm sorry, you just can't do that. You can't throw a rock the size of a baby's head at a police officer and expect just nothing to happen.
Well, the one guy, I don't know if it's in this shot, but he ended up pulling a gun.
One of the protesters?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pulled a pistol.
And I think he did take a shot.
He took a shot. Yep.
This is not good. Not good.
Well, and you always hear rumbles of civil war. You hear it, whatever, when things get tense. I don't know. I think when you look at polling, most people are all for this. It's the one big promise Trump has made that they're keeping. To some folks, not fast enough.
And as
but-
long as you get protests like this, then I think you're going to have that more overwhelming support. You're here in my country illegally.
Oh, that last
and now
flare
that
up.
we're getting you out, you're throwing. This is how you're saying we deserve to be here. I don't think so.
Man,
I don't think so.
It's so, I get so scared when this stuff happens because like something has to give. When you have someone being like, I'm not touching, can't get mad, not touching, can't get mad. And then you have one person with a gun restraining themselves, eventually something's going to pop off.
Yep. And it seems to be the strategy. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. See if it works out.
It's a
bold strategy.
But again, like what are they protesting here? The removal of these workers?
Yes. Somebody made a phone call. Basically, they were raiding the weed cleaning facility, and somebody made a phone call. Hey, we need some thugs to come out and throw rocks at these vans.
God help us all. Man.
And what's crazy is like I think they said there were 10 kids in there cleaning weed.
Wow.
It's like forget about what you think our society, how you think it should operate as far as immigration is concerned. I mean, that is the law. So you're showing up and causing violence towards police for enforcing the law.
Right.
It's bizarre. It's like you never saw this in the weed days. Whenever someone would get arrested for pot or whatever, we understood. Hey, we're engaging in a strategy here, but you're not going to throw things at police for enforcing the freaking law.
Nope.
You just didn't see it.
Well, same, and I know it's changed, but same when I was younger and I would get pulled over for speeding or something. I wasn't the guy that was I'm going to outrun the cops. Never was. I knew what I was doing, and I took my medicine. A lot of times it came in the form of a strong lecture from the cop and lectures from my dad. But
I watched those,
words like disappointment.
I watched those videos of the guys on the bikes running from cops.
It's dumbest thing.
It is.
Don't do that.
No, please, for the love of God, don't do that.
No, because I can be honest with you, none of you are that talented. You will wreck every time.
Oh, and I've told y'all too. Like I've had a gun in my face twice by cops, and I wasn't doing anything wrong, and I was just like, cool, and it worked out all right. If you react to somebody doing that, like who knows? They don't know who you are.
Nope.
Yeah.
And it worked out in the sense of I just looked at him and like, what's up, man?
Now I am full on crazy
What do you want me to do?
libertarian guy when I get pulled over. Like I don't answer questions.
Oh, really?
I demand to know why I was pulled over, that kind of thing. And but again, I'm polite. I'm not a douchebag. If a cop ever says, where are you coming from? It's like, no disrespect. I don't talk about my day with law enforcement. That's it.
Yeah.
And it goes over fine.
But it is a matter of fact thing.
I'm a sovereign citizen and I'm traveling.
You don't hold up that certificate document.
Yeah. According to
you're not allowed to pull me over.
USV Joe Jackass docket number 545. Right. Meanwhile, you're already getting tased.
I'm filming you here. Hold on, let me get a sip from this Lysander Spooner branded tumbler. Like, good God, some of y'all are a little
it's
a little nuts about it.
You're doing a good thing, but so poorly.
Yeah.
So poorly. It's like I don't have to show you ID. I'm not driving. I am traveling. It's like, okay, that has worked approximately 0 times in the history of the world.
I am traveling.
Anyway, let's go to the phones and talk to Papa B's up first. Hey, how you doing?
Oh my gosh! These people that are running to try to be the next George Floyd, they're making another huge assumption, and that is that anybody is going to care if they get hurt for throwing a rock at a policeman. I'm telling you, man, they got a lot of hubris, and you're right. They're trying to be the next flashpoint. Who of us is going to make the ultimate sacrifice so that we can have our status raised and the bloody shirt march through the streets. But I'm telling you what, this country is to the point where they just don't care anymore. I'm telling you what, that whole genre was used up when they started burning cities down and looting and rioting.
Yep.
That was kind of living in it. Already was for me, but I was like, when are y'all going to start shooting these people that are out tearing the blame cities apart? Hurry up. Just, you don't have to ask questions anymore. They're hurting people and tearing things up.
Well, and
Open fire.
it's like the one time you need police is during a frickin' riot.
Right.
Like that's where it just drives me nuts. Like you got like the point Jeff Dice made yesterday. Like you're just driving through a small town in Alabama and it's somebody like swatted up like a huge vehicle, it's not Andy Griffith. And yet when you really need the guy all swatted up, like, well, we can't do anything about it. Just give them space to destroy. Like,
I mean, all of those blue city governors and mayors, they were all in on it too. They loved it. Oh man, they were loving it. They wanted it to happen. They wanted the cameras out there. They wanted it on TV. They wanted the whole thing.
Man.
You can't tell me they couldn't have put it down if they had wanted to.
Oh, right.
And really, they were hoping that Donald Trump would go ahead and step out and do something about it. That's what they really wanted, you know. So, you know, but I think that the goodwill is gone. And so whoever next is on the list that they want to be the next George Floyd, they're not going to get any sympathy from Papa B and not from anybody else, I don't believe.
Well, and all this stuff like this week, you know, hearing me complain and bellyache some, like even the folks complaining about Epstein and Doge, all this stuff, like there's universal agreement on this issue of enforcing the borders and deporting people. It's very popular.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't keep fighting this fight if y'all want. I think they're going to lose on it.
Definitely going to lose on it.
You know, I want to tell you something else. My dad had no problem with child labor.
Neither did mine.
He had me and my brothers working from the time we could push a lawnmower or pick up a bale of hay or whatever it was. No sympathy.
Agreed.
But, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just one other thing. I am fed up with these flunkies that every time a weather event happens, they say, well, there you go. You deserve what you got. That's what you get for disrespecting, you know, the universe by electing Donald Trump. I'm telling you, these are some heartless folks right there, bud. They are hoping for some disaster, and so they can whack their finger in everybody's face. They ought to be, you know, tarred and feathered, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Oh no, it's just some of those types. Yeah, the vengeance of Gaia. Well, I'm sorry, Mother Nature sounds like a real bitch.
Yeah.
Like, what are you like? It is so. It's remarkable. Some of the stuff that's out there, and also pouncing on the flood in Texas, as though like it because of cuts when they had extra people on staff.
Oh.
But I also find it rich, though, even from Republican politicians, like, how dare they politicize a tragedy? And it's like, okay.
Well, because we never done that.
Y'all never do that.
All right.
Oh, well. All right, guys. Well, listen, thanks a lot. Enjoying the show as usual.
Appreciate it.
See ya.
Yeah, I guess the rule is you can politicize a tragedy if there is actually a direct tie to a particular policy.
If it will do you good, you can politicize it.
Right.
Yes, if it will do the other side poorly.
Yeah, this was just Katrina all over again. People are kind of bored with it. The whole so and so. I mean, they have a point of other people are getting money that should be here in the USA, but every time there's a natural disaster, the opposing political team always says, "Oh, it would be better if it wasn't for X, Y, and Z." People are bored.
Right. Yeah, I think folks are getting wise to that. Let's
Trump,
go to
causing the hurricanes. I remember that. So,
what have we nuked it? What do you think, Mustache?
That's a decent question. By the way, if nuking a hurricane might do something to affect, it makes a kind of sense.
I'm not arguing with that. I said this a long time ago. It was like 7th or 8th grade, and I got just shamed to heck and back. So I never brought it up again.
It passes the smell test. It makes a kind of sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, tell me how it doesn't. How you're like this little center thing is
right,
and you just.
Yeah, you're on there. Who's this?
Hey, this is Ken. Julie.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, kid.
You know, I'm watching like what was going on at that cannabis farm or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be I'm thinking more of a military tactical, like we would train for. You have waves of officers going in. The first wave goes in and makes the arrest. The second wave kind of stays hidden, lets all these protesters in Then you send in your second wave to basically give them no exit point. And then all of your rioters and so forth, they're basically trapping themselves, especially there. They're not open in a city. I mean, they're in a farm.
Yeah.
They could box every single one of them in, throw the handcuffs in, make examples out of all of them, and then do the follow-up of following. How did you get there? Who paid for you to get there? Are you paid protester? Are you local? You know, and really start going after, but have a multi-wave effect. Don't have just 10 guys out there making the arrest and leaving them on their own. You should have another 100 in the wings ready to make your surround and pinch them off.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I think the tactics are just going to intensify if this is more what they're going to encounter.
Yeah, and they need to take more of a military approach to squashing these rioting before it can get out of hand like they have been.
Or, I mean, the protesters and the left, you could just get wise about it. It's like, actually, the Epstein files are at that marijuana farm. And be like, oh, wait, I guess there's no child labor.
That's true.
Anyway, I appreciate it, Ken.
Have a good one, man.
Let's go to line 4. You're on there. Who's this? Hello, anybody there?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is this TS?
I think it is.
Hey,
Hey, TS.
You guys, no one, Eddie, you never said, hey, hello, how are you? Who is this? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, we just brought you straight on to there.
Straight on.
Okay, well, good. Do you remember that? I think it was Saturday Night Live, those Canadian guys, and it started with
McKinsey Brothers, Great White North.
Wasn't it great?
Mm-hmm. Great movie.
That's not why I called. Okay. Here's why I called. May I bring up something from yesterday, please?
Sure. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you it was so yesterday, but go ahead.
Well, Joey, is it okay with you?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Okay. Yesterday was a big AI day in composing papers and da-da-da-da-da. And I had to jump in and out of the show because I was all over the place in Alabama traveling. Okay, real quick. When I was in school, in college forever, oh, hey, Craig, wherever you are.
Hi.
When I was in school from I'm glad he got a second win because I was concerned about him earlier. Anyway, when I was in school from college, 19 to 35, we wrote papers. And we had to, down in the bottom, document where we got all our stuff for our research papers and everything. And if we missed one little dot or quotation marks or whatever, we were counted off for it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was teaching, it was nice because I could teach the kids how to just press a button on the computer and it would do it for you. So this being said, and all this AI stuff, like on my phone, when I put something in a message, I can press a button for AI to decide how I want it written. Well, that's not me writing. So
I agree.
This being said, Edgar Allan Poe and all the authors that have always, and like you guys, you have your creative juices going, your imagination, you write, your authors, your composers. And so how do we know now who's really writing? Is it AI or is it someone real, a human?
For now, you can kind of tell the difference if you're paying attention. Some stuff some basic ads, some basic messaging, like services sort of thing, that's clearly going to be AI and you're probably not going to tell the difference. It was already automated to some degree. But for instance, like a true essay or a true monologue or a great speech, you can sort of tell who's relying on the AI too much.
So if it's a great book, we can determine that AI wasn't used for it. Except for maybe proofreading, like you talked about yesterday, Joey.
Oh, yeah.
Proofreading or stuff like that. You know?
Bouncing ideas and stuff. I don't see AI writing some novel anytime soon that people are going to be all on top of.
Not.
I mean, it could get there if you actually start getting into the super intelligence area or artificial general intelligence. Maybe it could, and it'll blow people away, like the different creative things it could do. But for the time being, I think it's pretty easy to spot.
I don't think that you'd be able to. I mean, the greatest novels have been lightning in a bottle, and I mean, even the authors didn't know that they would be as influential as they are. So I don't see how an AI could possibly write something with the purpose of being that influential.
Well, I hope not. And then the thing about law-abiding citizens, we used to all be, or 3/4 of us in the United States of America, or whatever you want to call us, we used to be law-abiding citizens. And I think we're kind of a minute part of our society now. That's just my personal opinion. And I'll let you guys go.
Appreciate it,
Thank
CS.
you for your time.
CTS.
Yeah, I think generally everybody, I think most people they think they're law abiding, but I think there are so many laws now in the books. If
you break a day without even realizing.
Right. Like they could come after you for all sorts of stuff.
Well, or if you didn't break the law, they'll just create some stuff. I mean, look at Mr. Trump and how he did that whole Mar-a-Lago value and that big mess.
Right. No, I was
going to get you.
I was talking yesterday about Grok 4 and but this is after the whole Mecca.
I know.
Hitler thing.
I've been
I sent you a text the other day because someone told me and tried to get into a heated development or heated argument that all that is BS, and that I think I even asked you to say some Muslim jokes or something like that. They kept telling me it was one-sided. So I literally texted Joey. I said, "Hey, do this," and he texted me back the answer and shut about 10 people up in a hurry.
Now he might be talking about the public chat bot that's on X.
He specifically said he's talking about all AI, but he used Grok.
Right, but there's
GPT
a thing on X where you can say at Grok, what does this mean, or at Grok, tell me a thing, and it'll do a tweet like in response to you.
Oh, I didn't know.
What I did was like just my Grok app.
That's what
my experience of the Grok app, it'll pretty much do whatever you tell it to do. In fact, to get really good prompts, you tell it to imagine to be this type. You're a professional level coder, and we want to build this type of app, and like you have to really give it proper instruction for it to work quite well.
Okay.
And yeah, the new Grok 4 works better than Grok 3. Like I've been trying to put together this compilation of essays, and Grok 3 was crapping out. As soon as I got over like 20,000 words on just a few, which is only a few essays, it was having a lot of trouble actually giving me just a simple list.
Really?
I was just trying to use it for like, hey, here's how I've ordered this 70 essays. Is there another ordering you might suggest? And give me the different logics behind it and yada, yada, yada. And it kept crapping out with Grok 3. It worked like a charm with 4. Like it didn't have any major hiccups, produced what I wanted. I was like, oh, okay, improvement of a sort, but I still only do like the X premium $30 a month thing. You can now get Grok Super Heavy, Grok 4 Super Heavy for $300 a month.
Oh, wow.
Which makes me go, what the heck does that thing do?
It'll do some work for me?
Apparently what that is like when I use Grok now, it's a single AI agent. And it will work through and you can see its thinking process. Like you can look at the back end, how it came to the conclusion, yada, yada, yada. Grok Super Heavy is apparently several different AI agents all working on the same problem. Then they confer with one another. And then they spit out final answers. And apparently that's being used for like high level stuff, like Musk wanting to apply it to Tesla, wanting to apply it. At a certain point, they said they're already using certain AI systems with SpaceX. But if you actually bring the true professional grade space engineering, these sorts of things, these new super heavy models could actually solve some problems. His hope is it actually creates new technologies and even discovers new aspects of physics. And it's just mind blowing.
Is there an independent app for Grok?
Yeah.
Because I've been doing GPT because I have the pay thing for that, but I found myself using Grok more and more. So
yeah, there's an independent app, and if you already have an X account, it'll hook in with that. And I like it a lot. It's great. The voice options, I will say, the new voices are great. They don't work. Like I was like, read this back to me, and halfway through it gave me the freaking creeps. It went from like a normal British voice to yes, and then this is what it is. I'm like, why are you sounding like Emperor Palpatine? And so it's still new. Like there's still, you find bugs every once in a while.
Get Mr. T.
Yeah, and it's like, and I love this Joey Clark essay where he said this, and I'm like, that's not there. You hallucinated that. Like that's simply not there. So you do have to double check it.
And the voice options are always weird. I don't know. Did you ever see, what was his name? Martin Shkreli? He went on the Legion of Skanks, and he's apparently doing some AI stuff, and he kind of did the Elon thing where it was a very sultry, intoxicating female voice on there. I don't understand the appeal. It creeps me out.
I like the voice mode if you are just trying to think, like you're watching something, you go, huh, and I want to think through this issue. Like I was watching the All In podcast. They started talking about the coming AI revolution, how it would affect economics, and how Bitcoin and crypto would play into that.
Right.
And so as I'm hearing these guys talk about this, I'm like, oh, I went to Grok and you do the voice mode. And it's pretty good about, like, say, combining stuff. Now, again, it's a mirror, so it will be quick to agree with you unless you tell it to be disagreeable. It'll be as sophisticated or as dumb as you are for the most part.
See, the thing is, I feel stupid when I say please to my GPT. I don't want to actually
Just
get into
polite,
like an
Craig.
argument.
Just being polite.
Apparently threatening it works.
Oh.
Well, it'll work until they take over, in which case you'll wish you had said
Yeah.
please.
Right.
Come back with a list.
I'm sorry I told you to think harder.
I'm sorry I called you stupid. That was right.
No, and I was hoping for him because it's like a sultry British female voice they came up with, and another one was like a movie trailer voice in a world divided by politics. And it's a little over the top. I was hoping for you ever listened to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Stephen Fry reading it?
Wait, is it audible?
Yeah. It's great. The first volume, it's him.
I am downloading it right now.
And it's fantastic. And he does in his normal voice most of but the AI computer on board the improbability drive ship is named Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
And Eddie's sounds like this. Well, I'll get right on that for you, sir. And it's just stupid
Eddie
over the top.
Grizzard from England?
Eddie Izzard?
Is that his name? Izzard?
No, it's just an over the top British thing.
Eddie Izzard's a weirdo.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's funny though.
It's always weird when you see like an older movie that he was in, just like a dude. And
the Ocean's movies.
Yeah, he's like, that guy's now in a dress and says, and wears makeup and looks horrible.
Well, he's been that way. He was doing the whole.
I think he's doing it for a while. But
like in a stand-up, you'd wear like a dress or makeup.
Yeah, but you kind of thought it was just a
part of the
bit.
act.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Yeah, that whole world is. Yeah. Sometimes it just baffles me. Anyway, we got to hit another break. 272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation. Before I hit the break, this part of the program brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health. You know, feeling sluggish?
Yeah.
Feeling run down? Feeling tired? Just not yourself? A lot of guys just chalk that up to being, I'm getting old.
Yeah, you're right, Joey.
But it actually isn't the case. Don't assume it's just part of aging. Low energy and performance issues aren't inevitable, and they do have solutions there at Montgomery Men's Health. No guesswork, no gimmicks, just real science. So before you try one of these generic online overpriced treatments, why not get a personalized treatment plan there with urologists and providers at Montgomery Men's Health? And beyond just testosterone issues, they also have ED treatment and other options many men don't even know exist.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that consultation, including blood work at that testosterone score, is only $99.
Heck of a deal.
And you get results before you leave. In fact, they have treatments there that'll make you feel better the very same day if you choose those particular treatments. So you only got one life, guys. Procrastination is only going to make this worse. And it's not just guys getting in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. If you're in your 20s, you just really don't feel well, at least go get that $99 blood test to see if you've got an issue. It's happening to a lot of young men as well.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all check out Montgomery Men's Health today. You can always call them up at 440-3663. That's 440-3663, or go to montgomerymenshealth.com to book your appointment today. We'll be right back.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go. go.
CM truck beds, built to work, built to last. From a simple flatbed to a rugged aluminum truck bed, CM truck beds are built by the best in the industry, and you can see the difference. Rated B&W hitches, plug-and-play modular sealed wiring harnesses, LED lights, 1/8-inch steel tread decks, premium powder coat finishes. CM truck beds has a bed for you. Flatbeds, dump beds, beds with fail spikes. The side boxes and accessories are just as tough and durable. All of the CM truck beds are available for you now at Airport Trailer. Visit Airport Trailer today or call 288-5785. Make your truck and trailer come to life at Airport Trailer.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com. This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
This is David Ernest from the Health and Wealth Show. We like to cut up and have fun, maybe poke a little fun at some politicians, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. One thing we do take seriously is your personal finances and your plans for retirement. You can tell by listening, we're a little different. Yeah, we like to have a good time on the radio, but we're dead serious about your financial future and helping you achieve your goals. At Ernest Financial, we're committed to giving you the attention you need. We don't treat you like a number. You're way more important to us. At Ernest Financial, it's about helping you today and preparing you for tomorrow. People call us who are on the verge of retirement, and they know they need a plan for the future. No matter where you are in life, Ernest Financial will help guide your every step towards retirement. Give us a call and let us show you what our individual customer attention can do for your future.
Concerned about your retirement? Call David Ernest toll-free at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, where over-the-road dump truck drivers are needed right now. Home twice a week and every weekend, must leave early on Sunday with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Call them now at 855-777-9785.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. This is Rich Thomas. I think radar will be very active again today. Showers and thunderstorms will be rather numerous, but still random. And that's going to be the case not only today, but tomorrow as well. High today and tomorrow in the low to mid 90s. Triple-digit heat indices again. Lows at night in the low to mid 70s. And then by Sunday and Monday, the number of storms will start to thin out again, closer to seasonal normal. But we have some dangerous heat in our future, perhaps close to heat advisory criteria by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. Since we began in 1906, at CB&S Bank, we're here for you. All loans subject to credit approval, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Trustworthy, accurate, immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. 272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation. Let's go to the phones and talk to Charles the first. Hey, Charles.
What's up, Charles?
Hey, Joey, Eddie, Craig. I was wanting to answer TS's question about Grok 4 and knowing whether or not the person writing is really who they say and all that kind of stuff, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'm on Quora. I've been on Quora since 2020. And Quora, they will select you and let you get money for your answers only if you're a creative, original, you don't copy anybody else, and you really help persons with your answers. You might look that up just to get the full thing of it. Well, y'all, for 2 years now, I have that qualification. It's a banner that they put on you that shows that you don't copy anything. You're original. Your answers are correct, and you help people. Have you got me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wanted to tell y'all that, if you go to Charles the First on Quora, it will take you to my real name. And if you type in any of your names except Eddie, I'll try to make one for you, Eddie, that'll have you coming back from Jamaica and a loss of beer over there at the island, okay?
Okay.
I have got Byron and Craig as Sherlock Holmes in a drawing of them that's AI. I have got all kinds of references to all of you guys except Eddie right now that you really like. Just by typing your name in, you'll see all these jokes. You remember when you talked about the swans and the park and Craig went to investigate?
Yes.
And he accidentally had his accident, and I have got him in a chair that doesn't move, not getting hurt by the knife, at the park doing an investigation with a swan in the background.
Okay. Nice.
So all kinds of stuff for y'all, but you can do that, and Quora does that, and there's hardly anybody else that even has a banner like I do that shows that. I don't get any money because my phone number changed, and you have to be on Stipe, which collects your taxes.
Yeah.
And I can't get it to understand that I have another phone number. And I wouldn't make a lot of money. I might get like $4 a day or something, but that's pretty nice. But really, I like helping everybody, putting 18, 19 using all of you guys on there like so many times that you wouldn't believe. But that is how it's done. The way that Quora does it will show they do not allow you to use AI at all. They do not let you do all kinds of stuff. And if you are really, really good, they actually have to offer you what I get with my banner, y'all.
Very cool.
Well, I appreciate it, Charles.
Yeah, look into that. And
Look into
it. Great show.
Thank you,
bud.
272-9228. Yeah, I will use, I'll finish an essay and then plug it into Grok and be like, kind of examine this, analyze this.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't use it for spell check and grammar and all that stuff because I kind of just do that myself. I don't write quickly. I write slow and sort of chisel and edit as I go. Kind of pride myself on our opinion editor there at 1819 barely has to touch my stuff anymore. But what's interesting is it can give back analysis or oh, I didn't think about that angle, especially potential reactions from people.
Yeah.
It really does help in that regard. It's kind of like an extra editor to give you suggestions but don't let the thing write for you.
Oh, please.
It's not
so
good.
obvious. It's not
good. Even if I plugged in over 100,000 of my own words, it still can't even get close to writing like I write. It's not that good yet. It'll do a sort of parody cartoon version of stuff. You can put in write like Oscar Wilde, and it'll kind of give you a thing, but it's not the real deal there. Yeah, we're not quite to the level of it's passing as a real person. Unless, it depends who's actually the human on the other side of that Turing test. Some people are quite easily fooled by certain things. So it's getting pretty amazing in that regard.
Where do you think it'll be a year from now?
Even bigger.
I mean, you think by then it'll be hard to tell?
Yes. Certain ones.
Me too.
It'll be very difficult to tell. I think it's already going on too, especially on the social media space.
Yeah.
The bots have been a real thing for a long time. They're only getting more sophisticated.
Very true.
Yeah, I mean, even with the video stuff too. In the beginning, you could always tell.
Yeah.
Now you have to look really hard.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody did an AI where it looked like a Hillary Clinton going into the Epstein cell, and obviously fake. But
you want to believe it so bad, you watch it a couple of times.
That looks pretty realistic to me. I don't know, boys.
That looks like evidence.
The one when she had the really big fat behind, that was my favorite.
Yeah. Right. No, that ain't Hillary. She's too fleet-footed in that video. Right. Add some more waddle, Grok.
Yeah.
Let's go to Randall. Hey, Randall, how you doing?
What's up, Randall?
How you doing? Not much, man. What's up, Craig? I ain't talked to you in a while.
What's happening, baby? I ain't seen you around. What's up? Where you
I
been?
know it. Been ducked off, man. Letting the doctors do their thing and me helping them.
Well, that's good.
Good
to hear.
And But man, I was just laughing so hard. I'm glad you took a minute to get to me because Eddie, you got left out of the personality seller, and
crushing me.
I tell you, I figured Craig would say, "Hey, you get $4 a day. I want my cut." Oh goodness! But I was calling about the your when you talking about going to get your testosterone checked and all that, and it starts out early. 20-year-olds, it's in the food, man. It's in the food
water.
It makes your testosterone drop. I mean, it's McDonald's says they got 100% beef patty, but you done seen over and over how many times that thing will last and it bugs when you eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? And so I believe it's full of soybeans, and they just ain't telling them. And that stuff will mess with you bad. And because in Japan they use so much soy sauce, I don't want to say, but they're.
You saying you could be tricked in Japan?
I'm saying you can. I can't be tricked, but
yeah, sure. You're above it all.
But they some. They just, I don't want to say that out loud like that. I'll just keep that to myself.
Sure.
But I just want to say, you go get checked even if you are young, and get mine done again Monday because I have to get a little testosterone from the doctor, and it depletes you, man. It's in the food, and they just you got to look out. Look if you don't want to have to go get none, you got to look at what you eat. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to it close because. The government ain't on our side telling us what's in the food. That's for sure.
Well, I appreciate it, Randall. Great hearing from you again, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, take care of yourself, brother.
Yeah, he started calling back, I think, last week or the beginning of this week, something like that.
I feel bad. I've been neglectful of listening in, so I'm glad to hear he's doing. I'm glad to hear he's around.
No, he sounds himself. Sounding good.
Good.
A lot better.
Yeah. So you think I should just go for the straight test?
I think you need to go to your local bodybuilding gym, find a guy who looks like he's purple, and just be like, "Hey, just hook me up." But of course, the Montgomery Men's Health will hook you up too. I mean, I when I went and got my T checked a while back, it was same day, like same visit. I got my results back. They're great.
Yeah, no, they work. I use them. They've been helping me out. So I'm kind of running out of steam, given it's Friday, and excited to.
It's your first week back.
Yeah, just relax into the weekend. And then we get a normal week next week. Will be more of it. It didn't feel normal. Like getting back Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And then immediately having to write. That put me in a bad mood.
We did it right. We came back on Saturday, which was great because not many people leave Jamaica on Saturday, so the flights weren't crowded at all. And we took Frontier, which, I was really worried. I was. And right as we were getting ready to go on, somebody sent me a video of a Frontier flight in a fist fight at 30,000 feet. I was like, this is going to be great. But knock on wood, it went well. Went very well.
Well, we'll hit this last break. Be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Do you have real estate problems? Whether you're facing foreclosure, inherited a property, or have costly repairs, we understand. At Rapid Fire Home Buyers, we're here to help. Any condition, any situation, we'll give you an honest cash offer for your home so you can move forward. Because when real estate problems cause you uncertainty, you deserve a solution you can trust. Any condition, any situation, we're here to help. Give Rapid Fire Home Buyers a call today at 334-675-1000. That's 334-675-1000.
Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli.
And Jeff Baranko with Chappie's Deli.
One of the reasons Chappie's Deli has been around for over 32 years is Blue Water Broadcasting.
Yes, it is. And we have the perfect faces for radio.
We sure do. And if you have a perfect face for radio, call Blue Water.
Radio works. It's as simple as that. Call us to find out how radio can work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Seeing Trump speaking live, saying hard to believe the devastation after he toured the flood area there in Texas. It really is awful. I almost broke down on air the other day. Just something about seeing my little niece made that even more real than it should be real in general. But man,
the amount of people that are still missing.
Oh, God, it's
that's
as a parent, it just you can't imagine going days or over a week knowing that your child is missing and likely dead.
Let's go to Ray Bowles from Prattville Carpet. Hey Ray, how you doing?
What's up with you, Ray?
Well, I was going one direction and y'all start talking about that, and I got to think about my girls, and now you just threw my game completely off. I mean, I couldn't even imagine what these people in Texas and around the world are going through that missing these children. We thought what happened in Tennessee and North Carolina was like would never happen again, and 6 months later it happens again.
There it is.
There is something crazy in the wind going on around here, guys. Because neither one of these things are normal. It is just absolutely shocking and awe to see what's going on. So, well, hey, listen, David's working tomorrow, so we're going to be open from 9 to 1. Can y'all do me one favor?
Sure.
If y'all come into Private Carpet, ask for Chad.
Ask for Chad. I hear Chad gets the best
discounts. David will be
discounts.
glad to take care of you, but ask for Chad.
I might come by there
Dave's
to
over
do
here
this.
shaking his head.
Come by there and do this myself.
Hey, don't forget we got the Pergo month going on. We got a lot of good sales going on. If y'all need a floor, call us 285-8117. We'll come out and give you that pre-measurement. Next thing you know, you got a floor down. Just that simple.
Really is that simple, folks. Again, that's 285-8117. Be sure to say you heard Ray Bowles on the radio with Joey, Eddie, and Craig.
Guys, have a great day.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, I mean, that one story is just, it's difficult to talk about. I really did get choked up, and you just never know. And that's an institution, Camp Mystic? Been around for a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone tries to think of someone to blame, obviously, with the political garbage, but it really is just one of those things.
Yeah.
Nature is very, very unforgiving, and you're a part of it.
Yeah, it is. Well, did we learn anything else today?
Eddie has questionable taste in eyewear.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'll bring my other set next week. They don't do the auto.
I haven't seen all the ones. Is that something new for you?
Yeah. I'm just tired of being that old man that can't see nothing. So I'm trying something new.
Did you get those before you went on the jet ski or something?
Oh, yeah. I got these probably a year or so ago.
Oh, and you just are now wearing them?
No, I wore them then too, but to the same amount of fanfare. So I kind of.
Oh, okay.
Just checking the waters. Yeah. Still not great.
I think you should go with the classic Hunter S. Thompson green aviators.
I really want to go with some just black nerd glasses, but my wife's like, no.
I'm thinking Chris Stefano wore them the other day, where it's the Italian mobster, the pink lenses that.
Actually, I like the blue lenses.
Kind of wrap
but again,
around.
it just. Not me.
The blue
yeah,
lenses?
It's just not me.
It would bring out the blue in that bush light
Makes me
shirt.
just a little bit too pretty.
Yeah. Blue on prescriptions?
Yeah. Makes me a little too pretty.
Let's go to Wetumpka, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. Hope y'all doing well.
Yes, sir.
Y'all were talking about the flooding earlier. There
Yes,
was
sir.
a video, and I sent you a copy of it, where this guy from this company admitted that 3 days before the flood, they seeded the clouds over Texas.
Oh, I did see that clip where it was Caitlin Collins on CNN trying to get him to disabuse the conspiracy. And he came back with, well, if you're going to be trying to manipulate the weather, there should be some regulation.
I did see that guy. I remember. Yeah.
And I've been listening to the other show, not Greg's, but Scott.
Yeah.
And they were talking about that the other day. And there is a movie that is spot on. It's called Storm.
Storm.
And it has Milo Escobar's dad. What's his name? Martin Sheen.
Mm-hmm.
And they take his generator and send it into the atmosphere, and it creates a storm. And then they're trying to manipulate the storm to send it in a different direction, and it hits California. So, yeah.
Is that the one with like that guy who's in all the indie movies, Luke Perry?
You want to?
Is that the one with Luke Perry where he plays the doctor?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I have seen that.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it, Jeff.
No, it's not.
It's not Luke Perry.
I know it is Luke Perry, but the movies.
Not his best work.
No.
Yeah.
What about you, Joey? Any cool movies over the week on vacation?
Yeah, Independence Day, Armageddon, Night at the Roxbury.
No theater action for you?
Theater? What do you
Nothing
mean?
at the movie theater?
Oh, no, I didn't go to the movie theater. Are you going to go see the new Superman? I've purposely not really looked for reviews because I thought James Gunn coming out and saying what he said right before the release was really, really stupid.
I agreed.
The thing is, I followed nothing about it. I just know that some people are absolutely enraged. And I saw the commercials. I thought it was for like one of those new CW Superman shows. Like it just looked that crappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'm not going to go to the theater because I wouldn't go to the theater for anything these days. But although I was tempted with the new Jurassic Park because I'm all about that dinosaur action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They keep going back to that well, and it's hard to beat Jeff Goldblum in the original too.
I've been told that they got rid of a lot of the memberberry foibles in this one.
Okay.
Because with the last one, that's what they did. They brought back Goldblum and everyone else, and then the dinosaurs were sort of a subplot, which that's like why I'm there.
Yeah.
Is to see the dinosaurs. So apparently this one is all about the dinos. So
No.
Then they might have got it right.
I haven't gone to see it, but good reviews for the Brad Pitt movie, the F1 movie.
Oh, it's going to be hard for them to mess that one up.
Yeah.
Like
So-
racing movies, there's been so many good ones recently. There was the Ford v Ferrari.
That was a good movie.
That was good.
What was it? Just called Drive? No,
Oh, that's
I
the
can't
old
remember.
Ryan Gosling one.
No, I'm talking about this is a Formula One. It's got Thor and the sniper guy from Inglourious Bastards, where it's
I know
a
you're
true
talking
story.
about.
I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but that one was really good. So it's open season on F1 movies these days.
Yeah, and apparently at the premiere of that, Tom Cruise surprised Brad Pitt, and they've been like publicly teasing each other about doing an action movie together. That could be a fantastic team.
That would be.
They both have Formula One movies now.
Yeah. That would be pretty good, actually.
Yeah, the action
of a
movie seems to be surviving. I think superhero movies, like, I don't have much desire. I'll see the new Superman, but
They just keep going back to that well.
well, and they just also, ever since the big final arc of the Marvel, like Infinity War Endgame, they've kept trying, and I'm like, I'll go and see it, keeping the habit going, and I'm like, that's okay. And then it went from, oh, that's okay, to way too much CGI to like, what the hell am I watching right now?
Well, Tom Cruise has single-handedly saved the action genre.
Yeah.
In the past year, you have Top Gun, which I rewatched again yesterday and was so good. And then his Mission
one?
Impossible wrap-up. No, the second one, the remake that they just did. It was so.
It was good. I did see that one.
So good.
Yeah.
It was a little less. It was better than the first one.
They had just the right amount of member berries in the new Top Gun, because the biggest problem when they do these sequels years later, it's like it's just nothing but member berries.
Well, and it had a good emotional throughput for the member berries. So, like the Goose's son, and like it turned out to be a beautiful send off of Val Kilmer.
Yeah, it sure did.
Oh my gosh! And then when Goose's son, who is named Rooster in the movie, whenever he's playing the piano and Tom Cruise is looking out, oh my! I cried like a girl. It was so good.
And on that confession, we're out of time. Yeah. Y'all stay tuned. Happy Hour's next.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. President Trump and the First Lady are in Kerrville, Texas, to assess catastrophic flooding that has killed at least 120 people. More than 160 are still missing. Chemical maker DuPont has agreed to a $27 million settlement to resolve a nearly decade-long lawsuit over the contamination of an upstate New York village's water supply. That deal was announced Wednesday by lawyers representing residents of